2000 point battle report where we're going to see the Genestealer cult face off against the Dark Angels in this 10th edition epicness. It's been a long day.
It's been a very long day.
I'm Steve Box, this is Jack Downing, and you'll be running the Dark Angels today.
Yeah, that's, these were the list that the army that I was running for a lot of 9th, so it's good to see the transition into 10th and see how they perform.
But you have brought along a Primarch.
Yeah, for why not? Just throw him in.
Now we have the Lion in all of his glory, and this guy has had a huge glow up since 9th edition. It was like it's time for him to step on the table.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we've got the Lion, we've got some Raven Wing. I'm running the Genestealer cult, which I think are a super fun faction to play in 10th edition. Now, a massive thank you to Games Workshop for sending us all this preview copies. Without this, or without you, we wouldn't be able to do this. So a massive, massive thank you. On the deck tonight, we've got Chris Anderson, the Rhino. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing great. Glad to be back on commentary. It's nice and comfortable, and I feel like I've got a lot of power with all these buttons.
Yeah, you're not allowed to press any of them.
I don't know what any of them do, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you are not pressing any. Now, the reason why Chris is called the Rhino, for those people that don't know, is because once he went to the tournament and Ben asked him, he said, Chris, what's the Rhino for? And Chris was like, well, it's for the Hive Guard matchup. Explain yourself, Chris.
So I was playing against Tricari, so there were no Hive Guard, so I didn't need to hide in the Rhino. So I kind of forgot that the Rhino was in my list at all. So from deployment, it simply never moved. It could have done all sorts. It could have sat on objectives. It could have shot things.
Could have charged something.
Instead, it was just an extraneous unit that I felt like I no longer needed to use, apparently. I have never lost this, despite that being maybe 3 years ago. It's all I'm ever known for.
That's how nicknames are made. And also, we've got Jordan in the deck tonight.
Hello, mate. That's the first time I've ever heard that story. And it's hilarious.
How'd
you forget a model in your army?
It was actually how I met Ben. I believe it's the only time, other than our game earlier today, that we've even played each other.
Yeah. That's it.
Wow.
So now you know. Now you know the story, everybody. We've got Seb on the cameras tonight, and he's done a great job all day, along with Kobe. He's getting some stunning cinematic shots.
Oof.
Oof. We've obviously got to go over missions, we've got to go over armies, but I want to talk to you about becoming a VT member. We are completely revamping our membership structure. We are going to have, if you're a YouTube member, just one option for you as we go into July. There is currently a lieutenant, a middle option, which is become a member, and then there's a captain. We're getting rid of the two on the edges, and we're just going to have the one straight down the middle, become a member. And we've got so many amazing things to bring out for 10th edition. We've got faction reviews, we've got how to beat factions, we've got lists, we've got members only live battle reports, and every time we hit a milestone, we're going to increase the level of content that we give. It just, allows us, with more revenue and more support, to put more on. It's quite simple, really. So, the more you help us, the more we'll give back, and that's going to...
How far do we have to go before we get a VT annual calendar?
Oh, that's not... I think we could probably do that at 2,000 members.
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, 2,000 members, we'll do a calendar. That will sell out far too fast.
Just Jake.
Just Jake.
12 Shades of Jake.
12 seasons of Jake,
Or we could have a picture of all of us and just Photoshop Jake's face on every single one of us.
Well, he is the most handsome,
That's
so
what I'm saying.
it makes sense.
You need to sell these things.
We do, we need to make some money. He is the money maker. Now, Jake will be here tomorrow. We are live streaming all of today and all of tomorrow. So tomorrow we've got 3 more epic matchups. We've got Custodes versus Tau. We've got Grey Knights versus Thousand Suns.
And Drukari versus Admech in the middle of those two.
And those are the games that are also happening. So
it's quite hot in the studio, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah,
it's warm.
Yes.
It's warm. And all these lights on is hot. So let's keep our energies up. Team effort here. Hands in. Team VT. 1, 2, 3.
2,
3
VT.
Right, that was lame. Cool. And time for the mission on that.
In this 2,000 point Warhammer 40k 10th edition battle report, the players will be deploying using the Search and Destroy deployment setup. The primary mission is Vital Ground. The central objective marker is removed from the table. In the 2nd, 3rd and 4th battle rounds, each player will score victory points at the end of their command phase as follows. If they control the objective marker in their deployment zone, they score 2 victory points. For each objective marker in no man's land that they control, they score 5 victory points. If they control the objective marker in their opponent's deployment zone, they score 6 victory points. In the 5th battle round, the player who has the first turn scores victory points exactly as they have in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th battle rounds. The player who has the second turn scores victory points as they have previously, but at the end of their turn instead of at the end of their command phase. The mission rule for this mission is Secret Intel. Each player in their command phase, after drawing their secondary mission cards up to 2, can draw an additional card and then discard one of their 3 secondary mission cards. Players will now choose to use either fixed missions or tactical missions. At the end of the 5th battle round, the player with the most victory points will win the game.
He's good at Jordan. Isn't he?
Thanks. You was live when you said that. So.
Okay. I take it all back. So there we have it, guys. That's the mission. We are playing the same mission as we played earlier. We just felt it made so much sense as we only had an hour's turnaround between games. We can't keep creating this in an hour with everything else to do. Mission then. We've already played it this morning.
Yes. Yeah.
Pretty simple.
This is round 2 for us.
Yeah. You won the first one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Spoilers,
sweep-
guys. Spoilers.
I
We need
forget.
a mute, a blank button here.
Yeah.
We need to go and
Do you
Well,
know
when we edit it,
I'm
you
gonna
can edit
mute
out
you.
the compliment to Jordan as well. So,
Good shout.
You needed to do it anyway.
It was a close game though, 5 points in it, so
Yeah,
it's close.
yeah.
Anyway, so this is round 2. I'm going to win this game. Armies.
Yeah.
Let's do armies. Yes, do armies. Right, okay, cool. Let's bring up, who's first?
We'll go Genestealer Colts.
Genestealer, cool.
So what's your faction rule?
Okay, we'll go through the army list first.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right, yeah. Sorry,
I'm using the new Warhammer app here for all of my stuff, which I'm going to do a live on Instagram to show you how it works.
Boom.
Okay, so we've got an Abominant, okay? He'll be leading 10 of the Aberrants, whatever.
Abominance.
We've got then a Biophagus, and he's an enhancement called Inscrutable Cunning.
Sounds a bit posh, huh?
It does sound a little bit posh, and that does allow that unit to infiltrate. And if I use a stratagem on them, I believe there's some sort of CP regeneration.
I don't like it.
I didn't think you would. I've got a Jackal Alphas, and he's got a Colt sniper rifle. He will be leading a unit of 5 Jackal, Atalan Jackals. We've then got a Locus, we've got a Patriarch, and we've got a Primus. And the Primus, you may be wondering what's so special about him. Well, he's a meticulous planner, and that's another enhancement that he has. Then we've got 2 units of 10 Acolyte hybrids, and we have in that squad 4 heavy mining lasers, because of course, how will you mine without a mining tool? Mining tools, not lasers.
I was going to say...
Lasers are in the next
they're
weapon.
the shooty ones.
Yeah, we've got mining lasers in the Neophytes. We've got 2 of those and 2 Webbers, okay?
Oh.
Watch out for them. Yeah, they'll get you. Then we've got 2 units of Aberrants. We've got 2 Ridge Runner units of 1, 2 units of 5 Atalan Jackals, and 10 Pure Strain. Yeah, none of that kind of weak strain. It's pure. Genestealers, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
That's the list.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Do you want to know my army rule?
I would love to.
Okay, so my army rule is called Colt Ambush. Basically, Jack, not Jake. Sorry.
It's twice today.
It is twice. Look, you do have...
Strike 2.
You literally have the same name. J-A-K
The top of
and
that.
another letter.
Could be Jake's long lost big brother.
Yeah,
There's a resemblance. There's definitely resemblance.
I'm Jake 1.
Jake 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got Colt Ambush. This basically means, Jack, when you kill one of my units, it's coming back.
Potentially.
No, 100% of the time,
Every time.
every time. 50% of the time, every time, it's coming
There we
back.
go,
On
yeah.
a 4-up, it comes back. If it's battle line, it's coming up with a +3, so basically on a 2+, it's coming back. But not my characters.
Okay, cool.
Characters
Once
don't-
they're gone, they're gone.
Once the characters are gone, they're gone.
Excellent.
Yeah, so the Ridge Runners don't also have that keyword either. So it's basically all the infantry, Gribblies, and the bikes, okay? When the bikes set up, they've got to come on from the edges.
Yep.
Of course, they just get shot and more are coming on. It's a really cool rule, actually. It really does feel
I
like
do like what they've done.
just constant waves are just coming in of reinforcements, which is pretty cool. So that's how Colt Ambush works. I then set up a Colt Ambush marker 9 inches away from one of your units. If you move within 9 inches of it, it's destroyed. But in your movement phase, I need to deploy my unit in your movement phase.
Okay.
Okay, so it gives you a chance to basically nuke the
deal with
unit.
it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, that's that. Then my detachment rule is they came from below. All right, I always forget this rule when I play the army. I get sustained hits when I come in from reinforcements, and I also get ignores cover on all of my attacks. Any questions? No?
Just a quick comment about how I love. This is the first time I've seen these graphics coming up on the screen here.
Yeah.
This is smooth. I like this.
It's smooth, isn't it?
I'll do this more often.
Yeah. You know, and it is all thanks to Aaron, who isn't here today, but Aaron has done an amazing job at doing these graphics. They look awesome.
He is a legend.
Just a very quick question in the chat is: does a 1 fail for a cult ambush? So +3 to it, would mean on a 1-up, but a 1 will always fail.
Is it? Yeah.
It might be +2 in fairness. I might have read it wrong.
It's a 2+.
It's a 2+, basically.
But to answer the question, yes, a 1 will fail for cult ambush.
One thing that I like already is that there's no more blips in deployment. So there's none of that double deploying
Oh yeah.
kind of nonsense, which especially in events where you're on the clock and stuff like that. I think a lot of Genestealer Colts players didn't even bother with it.
You could time out before you got your second
exactly.
turn.
So I think that's just a nice clean fix, just to streamline, but it's still very powerful ability.
Yes, Kobe. My enhancements. So one of my enhancements is Meticulous Planner. That allows me to pick one of your stratagems, and when you use it again, it's going to cost you an extra CP.
Don't like that.
No. Didn't think you would.
That's a real Stephen Box special, that strat. He seeks that rule out in every army he finds.
Straight in the basket.
Straight in the basket.
Straight in the basket.
Straight in the basket. And then the other one allows my aberrants to essentially infiltrate.
Oh, that's what I got there.
So they are 9 inches away from you. Yes.
Don't like that either.
No. Yeah, so that's
Alright.
my army rules. It's cool. I love Genestealer Cole. I'm a big fan. And I've actually started to repaint the army. Seb, can you get this one in shot? Or where's that? Can you get him
Muscle
on?
Beach.
What do we think of the new colour scheme, guys? That is the new guy.
That's Stephen Box.
And
I mean, that guy does not skip leg day.
That's Foxy Boxy, that is.
yeah. So this is the new colour scheme of the Colt. What do you think? This guy's not fully based yet, but I'm still having 10 points for painted. Or
No.
No. Right, I'm changing it.
Yeah.
Hey, what happens when your models aren't based, Jack?
So you get them off, yeah?
Yeah.
So, and that means they're not illegally allowed to deploy here, so they're also destroyed. We're up. We're on the way. And I didn't attack them, so you don't get a re-roll on your table thing. So that sounds...
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
great.
how we play it here.
Cool.
So let's move on to Dark Angel's army. So if we got what a picture.
So, Dark Angels, I've got the Lion, which we touched on earlier. And I've got the second main man, Azrael, who's attached to 6 Blade Guard. Got Blade Guard Ancient, who's also in that unit. So 2 characters in there. And then I've got a Captain in Terminator armor who is in reserve with a Deathwing Command Squad.
Okay.
A Chaplain on bike who's then attached to 6 Black Knights.
Okay.
Got 2 units of Intercessors. Just want to see what they do.
Yeah.
OPSEC, sticky objectives. Blade Guard, Deathwing Command Squad, 5 Deathwing Knights as well.
Oh, great. Not them.
They're also in Deep Strike.
Yep.
5 Infiltrators, infiltrating away. 3 Outriders. The Black Knights, and that's me.
Okay.
No enhancements in this list, because
Oh,
I had to squeeze every point.
You squeezed it all in, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. And how good is the new GW app, by the way?
It's incredible.
It is
Yeah,
awesome.
It's very nice.
I don't know when
Yeah.
it's coming out, but
Yeah.
it's incredible. And we did a review of it with the top-down cam when I did the points index. If you want to check that out. The only thing is, because I have my phone in flight mode, you won't be able to see all the cool imagery that comes up on every single. Somebody was like, "Oh, it looks rubbish." I was like, "No, it's just I have my phone in flight mode, so it doesn't populate all the images and stuff." Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I was looking in envy this morning when I saw that.
Yeah.
Just put my units in.
So how great does this Dark Angels army look though? I mean, just the
smooth.
lion standing there, nothing else matters.
Yeah.
It's looking smooth.
The lion is a cool model.
He's ready for it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think all we've got to do now is decide if you're going to play.
Mission my army
Yeah.
rules.
Oh.
Come on.
So
He
Come
gets
on,
army
Bob.
rules as well.
There we
I
go.
am a Space Marine, so I get Oath of the Moment, so I can pick one of your units in the command phase. 4 rolls to hit some wounds.
It's quite a strong
Cheeky.
rule, that.
Yeah. And I am a Unforgiven Task Force. So when I'm battle shocked, I count as 1 instead of 0.
On your OC?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's a few stratagems and abilities that trigger off you
If I'm
becoming battle shocked.
So battle shock me up.
So I will happily take you under half strength. Yes. And more.
So it's probably interesting to mention as well. This is something that does get asked a lot. Is that you don't have to run your Dark Angels in the Unforgiven Task Force.
Yeah.
You could run them as a Gladius Task Force if you decided as well. So you have the option to do either.
You do. Choices.
Pick your strats.
Pick them. Right. Is there anything else?
Have you got any pre-game actions to do?
Well, we've got to do our mission stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you playing fixed or are you playing tactical?
I like tactical. I like the mix it up.
You like to random it.
Yeah.
Can you look, I know
Oh.
you've already stacked your deck, so give them a shuffle. In fact, I'll tell you what.
Caught me out again.
Swap over. Trust you.
Stacking his deck. Look, there's
Yeah.
new and inventive ways to cheat in 10th edition.
Oh, I
Yeah.
saw you then throw a card on the floor.
Yeah. Slipped that out the bottom. Yeah.
That was behind enemy lines,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
I'll take a bit of that. It's that storm hostile objectives I don't want
That's
to
the
see.
one. That's the
So are
one.
you both playing tactical?
Yeah. We're both tactical
Yeah.
kind of guys.
Oh, I
Look
Like
at
to
us.
mix it up. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Steve,
We're like
what?
to shake it
Tactical.
out.
Well, you better roll for first turn then.
Yes.
Real
I
fun.
completely forgot to mention when you become a member, we've also got, if you fill out the quiz and you become a member before July, we've got a massive, massive giveaway. I'm going to be sending out just gifts to people that sign up until all the gifts are gone. We've got dice, we've got objective markers, we've got start playing course access, we've got accelerator course access, we've got one-to-one coaching access, we've got academy course I'm going to be putting out for someone who can just have an academy access when we open that up. We've got a full set of thin coats to give away paints. We've got a harder in Steenbeck airbrush. We've got a Leviathan box to give away. And we've also got some Dark Star paints to give away. Well, we've got a £100 voucher from Outpost, $150 voucher from Frontline Gaming. So yeah, we've got loads of different things, but we need you to fill out the VT test, or a quiz, which is on our website. So we've got your email address so we can email you. That tracks when you did it, and then we can email people. Yes, Jordan?
I have put it into the chat, the link, and it should also be in the description.
Yeah, and you need to be a member as well.
Yeah,
so
you need to be a member.
we got, I mean, that's probably like nearly touching £1,000 worth of prizes.
Oh, at least, at the very least.
Yeah, big. Yeah, you help us get, grow, we'll make cool stuff happen. Let's do this.
Let's
The
get
roll
on.
off.
Yeah.
Which one's dice?
It's warm. What are you rolling? A green dice?
Agreed.
Because you're Dark Angels, sure.
Yes.
After you, sir. We'll probably draw. You rolled a 5.
Yeah.
That's a strong start.
Straight in. Again.
Told
Again.
you. I told you we'd draw. Shall I roll this time?
You roll first time.
It's a 4. Can you beat a
Reasonable.
4? It's a reasonable
Reasonable.
result. It's a
No,
1.
You're going first again.
So is a Genestealer Cole turn 1. Okay, so I have got 3 redeploys to do. I've also got scout moves. Do you have anything?
I got nothing. You carry on. You can roll it into your movement.
Okay. So the question is, I suppose, do I want to redeploy anything first before I do my scout moves? Do I want to redeploy anything? Don't like the look of these guys, They're just a bit annoying on that objective. Okay, so...
Looks like a job for 10 uprints now.
Okay, so we're gonna let you do that.
Yeah, sure.
And get a top down and meet you as well.
Yeah. Awesome.
What do we think then, Jordan? Are we? This is the first time we've done this together,
this is
isn't
what
it?
I was about to
yeah,
say.
yeah. I've just realised. I've been chatting to you all day, but this is the first time
This
we've
is our
been.
first time in the commentary box together.
I think we could be the new dream team.
This is the magical energy.
Well, I mean, I'm no Jake, but nobody's Jake, so I'll stand it.
No, Chris. You're here, and I'm happy. Okay.
Well, I always get a nice warm glow when I come down here.
Yeah. Oh, that glow.
So what's your predictions for this game then? I've watched both these armies a little bit now. I've played with one of them. I've played against the other.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I've seen these armies play once each.
Okay.
My impressions are Dark Angels are going to be... I don't know if the Genestealer Corps will be able to deal with the Dark Angels, personally.
Interesting.
But the amount of times that Genestealer Corps can just keep coming back, it's whether or not the Dark Angels have the tools in the box to just keep deleting them constantly, the amount of units that are coming on.
I think that's going to be really kind of key to this one.
Yeah.
The output of the Dark Angels is certainly pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
They're also quite hard to remove. Are they going to have enough to deal with the repeated waves of some, frankly, very, very tough units?
Those
That
aberrants.
remains to be, yeah, I mean,
Or-
aberrants are no
yeah.
joke.
Yeah, they are very, very good. Very durable.
I think that the GSC have a probably better scoring ability, especially if they're both going
Yeah.
tactical.
Exactly.
So I don't think this will come down to who can hurt each other the most,
No.
because the answer is they can both hurt each other,
Yeah.
but they can also both take a punch.
It should be quite a tactical game, I think, because as you said, I mean, they're drawing from the tactical deck, so the kind of objectives from each player will be varied. It's not going to be just a linear, I'm going to destroy this and target this. It's going to be multiple different objectives throughout the game. And we've played this mission, well, this is the third time today.
Third time today, so we know the mission set up quite well.
Exactly.
We've got a poll running in chat at the moment. I think go on. There's more if you're watching than who have voted. So carry on voting, and then we'll read out some
Exactly.
read out some results.
Yeah, I mean we've got 100 people watching at the minute. Only 24 likes. So come on, guys, let's pump up these likes. Let's get all.
That's
as many
some
likes
rookie
as possible.
numbers.
That's rookie numbers.
Rookie numbers.
Exactly, Chris.
We can
Exactly. But yeah, no. I think the Dark Angels will be able to push this. I think they will, but it just depends on whether or not
Okay, so
they can score. So
looks like Steve has just about finished his movement. No, he's not.
I finished my pre-game stuff.
Oh, he's finished his pre-game movement.
Yeah, I've got to draw some cards.
All right,
And I probably should tell you what they are before I move my models.
Yeah,
So
we
I've just
should-
moved this unit back because that's technically my movement phase. Area denial. Make sure you've got nothing within the middle.
Can you do that turn 1?
Yep.
Oh, that's a nice one for turn 1, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm glad you stacked it for me. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. I'm glad we swapped over decks.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
Yes.
and the secondary just pops up on the screen like magic. This is great. This is great.
And then I've got behind enemy lines.
I don't know now.
are you ready?
Someone's
Go
coming
on.
in.
I kind of like behind enemy lines too,
Yeah.
so I will keep behind
There
enemy
it
lines.
is.
So what I've got to do is keep the area clean in the middle and also get a unit into your deployment zone, and then I get my points, and I'm not going to draw a third card.
Makes sense. Do you want to cover your pre-game stuff?
Yeah, I redeployed the Genestealers from this building into here. I kept the Aberrants where they are. And then basically I redeploy the unit of Acolytes over here. Pre-game move the Scouts, and all this stuff pre-game move too. That was it.
Nice.
Now it's my movement phase.
Well,
Alrighty then. So back to us.
back to the dream team.
Back to the dream. Oh, those graphics though.
That I love. I can't quite get over it. I've only been in front of the camera
know.
today, so I've not seen it on
Is-
screen. I've heard about it, but I love
Aaron's
that a lot.
done such a good job on that. Yeah, honestly, Aaron, if you're watching this, you're a legend, mate.
Oh, Dave T. Sorry.
Oh, Dale.
Dale T
Yeah.
has become a VT member. Thank you very much, Dale.
Yeah. Remember, everyone, if you want to become a member, obviously it helps us massively over here. And if you sign up as a Vanguard Tactics member rather than the other two, you'll be able to be in on some really cool prizes as well if you do the
quiz.
the quiz, which there I can put a link in the chat if people want it, but it is also in the description below. But yeah, it looks like an overwhelming majority of people so far voting Dark Angels.
Well, is that because Dark Angels are really good, or because Jack's just such a handsome chap that they can't help but feel it? Yeah.
I think that that's obviously tipping the score in his favour, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean,
And a Primarch.
I mean, the Primarch helps. The Primarch helps. Yeah.
I think a Primarch being part of that, definitely. But yeah, it's interesting. What do you think is going to happen, though, Chris?
So I do think that it's going to be tighter than it looks. I'll be honest. I don't think it's as in Dark Angels' favour as everyone thinks it is.
Yep.
I think the Dark Angels will do crippling levels of damage to the
Yeah.
GSC over the game, but I also think that GSC will recover from that.
Yeah.
I think the mobility that the army has will mean that Steve has much more ability to score.
Yeah.
In every turn, because the very nature of the tactical objectives means you can't control what's coming next.
Yeah.
So if Jack draws control your opponent's home objective, for example, in turn 1, well, he can't score it.
Yeah.
Or turn
definitely.
2, he's going to struggle to score it.
No, definitely. It's an interesting one. But do you think the Lion will be able to be taken down today, though?
I think the line is extremely difficult to kill.
For any
However,
army.
the GSC does have the tools to do it, though.
Yeah.
Hopefully some of these will come up today, and when we can maybe give some of our advice on how to kill a frankly disgustingly resilient fight first Primarch.
Yeah, definitely. Just a quick thing. The mini journey is actually put into the chat saying, what's the membership compared to being on the courses, etc. So do you want to take this, Steve? Yeah.
Okay, so our membership, so being a YouTube member, what we do is we have there's going to be an informal Q&A every single week. But the other things that we're going to do for members content is more that really specific stuff. Like, for example, last time for 9th edition, we did a thing called What's the Play? We took our tournament elements of the game, broke them down, and we showed, in this game, I did this example. Okay, so We also will be covering like factions and making it really relevant to what's happening that week in the meta, I suppose. Well, obviously, we've got our members' streams, but if you become a student on the academy, we cover more concepts and theory with them practical drills, critical thinking tasks, and that's more of a study-based course as well. So the difference between the two is like the courses are educational, which will teach you things that will constantly, I suppose, be useful for you. But the members' content could just be educational, bit of entertainment, or in the moment elements like how to beat with this list at this kind of element of time in tournament scene and things like that.
Yeah,
so
it's much more dynamic, isn't it?
dynamic is a good word, yeah. And it's also chosen a lot more by you as the members as well. So we might say, right, next week we've got members only content. Do you want it to be a chat plays? Do you want it to be a sweat fest? Not in terms of temperature, but in terms of competitive list. Do you want...
We're already at that, Steve.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I think it's about 40 degrees in here at the moment.
You know, so it's going to vary massively. So yeah, there's a huge difference between that type of content, yeah.
Awesome.
There'll be less kind of like, I suppose, on the academy, you get a lot more interaction with the coaches. It's a much more sort of teaching-based program.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, you probably meet some of the rest of the team this way as well. So not necessarily people who do the coaching, but more people who play in events.
Yeah.
And it's just a great way to support us here.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I guess I'll sign up and become a member
Got my
then.
reserve.
Oh, there we go. We got one member.
You got one there.
Road to 2000. Come on, baby.
Yeah, I was a lieutenant when I left this morning, but
now he's a member.
yeah, I believe that changed while I was driving here.
Oh, awesome! Thank you, the mini journey. That's amazing to hear that you're going to be signing up. We look forward to having you on the journey with us.
Definitely. Look, we've been here all day. We've been streaming all day. Well, they have. I arrived a few hours ago.
No, it's all right. You've been here all day.
and what a way to start playing 10th properly. I've really appreciated being able to engage with chat all the way through.
Yeah.
I think it's a much better way to learn a new edition because you're not just relying on what you've read or the person who you're playing has read. There's 100 odd people here also able to contribute their thoughts at the same time.
I think also playing a game is different to reading.
Very much so.
So you getting the reps in. I mean, we're playing 6 games now over 2 days with different factions. You can be able to see how these factions interact with each other. And I think that kind of determines the level of where an index is at when you put it against.
Yeah, theory
positions.
crafting will only get you so far. And although I love a bit of math hammer and theory crafting, it's not necessarily going to give you the entire picture of how things are going to play out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a tool as opposed to a complete.
Yeah,
deal on
exactly.
that
It can give you a rough idea, but until you actually have the experience, I think that goes for anything, though, really, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Once you get the experience, you can kind of put your experience to other people's experiences and see where things are at.
Yeah.
But what armies are you going to be doing in 10th?
Oh, well, the thing is, every time I get asked this, I change my mind.
I know, this is why I'm asking. We've had 2 games now, so where we're at.
So, to be fair, I change the army I play like people change their socks.
Yeah.
So I'm a huge Guard fan. I will be playing Guard
Of course,
in some iteration.
Yeah.
I'm starting the edition off with Imperial Knights, which I played earlier today.
Yep.
And probably some Necrons. It looks like Steve might have finished his movement.
Cool.
And it's definitely your movement you finished now, not your pre-game phase, is it? Okay, so we'll go back to the players.
Neophytes, they've got a rule, mate. I think. Let me check. But I believe.
It's a good start.
Everyone's got a rule.
On a 4-up, because they're on an objective, they get me a CP.
Oh, right. No, very nice. No, there you go. Carry on.
Glad I spoke about that.
That was a 3.
Right, so I've done my moving. Most of my stuff's advanced. So at the end of the, basically, when these guys finish a normal move, they're going to chuck a bomb.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a dice for each of my models, and I'm going to chuck it at the blade guard. Can you bring those guys back?
No.
Great.
That's the command squad.
Brilliant. So this unit's getting me behind enemy lines. The reason why we were laughing earlier is because we realised Jack had actually deployed out of his deployment zone.
It's a good start to 10.
He was a steady 25 inches up the table. He was like, no, it's 30, isn't it? I was like, no, it's 30 the other way. So we had to...
You got to try these things sometimes.
Jack, you're playing Dark Angels, not Genestealer cults today, okay?
So bombs on 4-ups, you take a mortal wounds on those blade guard.
Don't like that.
Do you ever feel no pain?
No, I had to skimp the points.
Ah, you kept it lean, didn't you?
Yeah. So,
yeah, sure. Okay, you take 3 mortal wounds, please.
pop a blade guard.
I'll take a blade guard down with that. Yeah.
Just grenade as blade guard.
Just chuck the demolition bomb in his face.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm spending
Bit
this
of
EP.
dynamite.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. Basically, it says each time you end a normal move, you can select one enemy unit within 6, invisible, roll a d6 for each model in this unit, 4 if you suffer a mortal wound. There we go. Nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I like it. Then we're going to kick off with the shooting phase. They're now going to shoot.
We actually brought guns this time.
I brought some guns this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually kick off first of all, though, with the Jackal Alphas, and he's going to shoot those Outriders. Okay. Now the Jackal Alphas, he's got a really cool rule. If I can find it. Basically, anybody that targets this unit is going to get a reroll hit of 1.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I just got to make an attack. I got to score a hit. Sorry. So
Ooh.
on a 3+.
Ooh.
Yes. It's heavy and it's precision. You don't have a character in there. Doesn't matter. Bit of hit. Strength 5.
That wounds.
That's -2. 3 damage.
-2. So I'll just make the 5 up. No, 3 damage. 1 Outrider is down to 1.
I like that. And now yes.
We've had a very interesting comment in chat from Table Chair Seat, which is a tremendous name,
Okay.
about the Cult Ambush.
Yeah.
They're suggesting that they do believe that you automatically come back on ones. And I've had a quick look at the rule,
Yeah.
and I have to say, I'm convinced.
Oh.
It very clearly says that you come back on a 4+, and the battle line add 3 to that. Now, there is no way to interact with this. So unless that is, frankly, a misprint, that would suggest to me that your battle line units automatically return.
In ones don't automatically fail.
I don't see why they would. I don't see why it would say
Nothing
3
to
to the result.
Yeah, okay.
So it says the one he put,
Fair
the
enough.
ones always fail is a rule mentioned directly in hitting and wounds as part of the attack sequence.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Automatic
you know what? I have been convinced by that.
Is it motion carried?
Yeah.
Everyone,
Everyone in
raise hands.
favour?
Raise hands.
Nay.
So thank you very much, Table
I was going to
Chair
ask where Ben
Seat,
was, but
for-
he...
Yeah,
Actually, a very helpful way of phrasing a comment, because we're not always going to get everything right, but the way you laid that out and showed where you
Brilliant.
why you think that, why you support it, is very helpful.
At the end of the day as well, we're not going to get every single rule right. I'm not here with the glossary already imprinted in my mind just yet. It will happen.
This is our second game today, yeah.
So this is literally the third time I've ran G-Cult. I've
The
looked
glossary
into,
came out yesterday afternoon.
I've looked into so many different armies to ensure that I've got a good breadth of knowledge. But yeah, those little intricacies, it's really helpful. And I really appreciate people being respectful in the comments as well.
Yeah, it's
At the
a
end of
lovely
the
way
day,
to do it, yeah.
we just want to make content. We want to have a good time together. If you just want to come on and be like, oh, well, technically you're wrong on, I don't care if
That's
I say,
right. We've got a lovely ban button here.
yeah, I ain't got time for it. I'm dyslexic. I say things wrong as well. It happens,
Anyway,
Let's have a good game. That's all it's about. Let's chill out. Anyway, these guys have got a cool rule. I can move up to 6 in the shooting phase after I've shot. So, you know what? I'm going to tuck him back in.
Yeah.
was this the Jackals that have gone up, thrown a bomb, done some shooting?
No, it's the Jackal Alphas who's attached to
Jackal
the unit.
Oh, he's
So
a
he
sniper, isn't
sniped it, yeah, hit the target, and that now gives these guys reroll 1s.
Very nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but first of all, I'm going to kick off with this unit, and I'm going to heavy flame your dudes there.
You're not going to waste the last cannons on 1 wound?
No, I'm not going to waste the last cannons on 1 wound.
I
So
tried.
I've got an incinerator hit. It's D6 shots. It's 3, a strength 5. So tough.
Falls?
4s. Okay, 1 wound, please, sir. -1. You don't care. Cool. I've then got some small arms, some pistols. Great. Pistols. 2 shots each, though. 1,
Okay.
2,
I think
3,
you sniffed now.
4, 5.
There's 4 guys there.
4, 1. Oh, I can have a grenade launcher in the pack as well.
You've only got 4 models.
I should have 5. So 1.
No, the units 4, plus the quad.
Yes,
You
so
just
I've
shot.
done that. So
Yeah.
then I've got 3 guys with pistols.
Yep. Hitting on.
Reroll 1s. I'm hitting on 4s.
Cool.
And then strength 4, so looking for 5s to wound here. 2
AP?
saves, no AP.
Cool.
Outrider's dead, and then I got the grenade launcher. I'm tempted with the grenade strat, but I think I should save my stratagems for now. Let's go with the crack grenade. 1 shot. It hits on a 4+. Strength 9.
Very nice. No.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay, cool. That's them done. Right. Heavy mining lasers. The first one is... Okay, I've got little Daka shots and I've got The
Big Kahuna.
I'm going to go with the big kahuna, the heavy mining laser. It's blast. D3 shots first of all. 3 big.
Okay.
Then it's hitting on 3s because I've got a spotter. Yeah, just the 1 hit actually. Strength 12.
That'll be 2s to wound.
2s to wound because I'm... Right, the one, he's just warming up, all right?
Yeah.
Give him a chance, give him a chance,
The second
okay.
boy.
Now we've got
Awesome.
we've got some other shots on this. Any number...
You don't have reroll 1s to wound, do you, from the sniper?
No, it's hits, unfortunately.
Ah.
Any number can have the heavy mining laser replaced. I've got twin heavy stubbers. 3 shots. Reroll 1s. And then strength 4. Reroll wounds because it's twin linked. 2 saves, please. No AP. You're okay. Next one, D3 shots. 1 shot. 1 miss. With a reroll, it hits. Wounds on a...
On that.
That'll wound.
AP?
AP3.
6.
Oh!
So that's that.
So I love what you just call the number out of the air.
That's how you do it. I'm going to be an Eldar player, I think.
Just don't even worry about the fate dice. Just 6. Cool.
Ultimate flex.
I knew I hated the fight shooting phase anyway. It wasn't for me. So
You want to
now
make yourself feel better over here?
I'll make myself feel much better over here. Patriarch. Oh, he might have a psychic attack actually.
Steve,
Let's-
did you spend a CP? Did you?
No.
Grenades.
No.
Oh.
It's the inbuilt ability of the
Oh, it's an
jackals.
inbuilt ability?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So they can do double grenade.
They could double grenade.
Naughty.
They are.
Which might be quite a good way to deal with something which is otherwise quite hard to kill.
Yep.
Is that a lion?
Stay tuned. And find out.
Turns out grenades are quite effective at killing lions. So
Not that we here at Vanguard Tactics advocate.
Oh, he's got no shooting attack.
he's got no shooting attack. He's got the horror though.
What's that do?
You'll find out in a minute, mate.
Oh,
Yeah.
do some mortals detail.
Right. So I'm going to charge.
All
Patriarch's going in. They're in. Only just. Ooh, it's not great actually.
Yeah, it's not good.
How many models can I get within? Yeah, this guy's within 7 of all of them, so yeah, they're all in, mate, with the
Okay.
piling.
It's just because I've not many models out there, so you might struggle to get them all in base to base.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong there, mate.
So he gets to there.
Oh, no, I'm only going
Technically
4.
Best time correct.
But then,
Oh, yeah, he just moved him 7.
yeah, so I'll do my 4-inch and then a piling because
Yeah.
it's going to be my only charge.
Yes. Yeah.
Makes sense?
But you got to pile into the closest model.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll end within engagement range here.
Yeah.
And then
So they shouldn't all be able to swing. On the
No.
level.
I'm hoping, to be honest, only 5 need to swing.
I've got 6 of feel no pain in there.
Suits you, sir.
I could make him -1 damage.
So this is the end of my
So,
charge.
Steve-
Oh, crap.
Apparently, the bike's demos can go again thanks to the Alphas move ability.
I think that would be if the Alphas was in the squad though.
He's not in the squad.
He's in the
he's
other
not
squad.
He's not leading the squad.
Yeah, so
So I don't think these
he's
3 are
off-
going to be
he's
able
off
to.
on his own, yeah. Or is
I
he?
think the others can.
That's fine.
But it's a
Because he
good
can get
point.
base to
Yeah.
base to base.
Yeah.
And then a lot can get base to base with him because he's got a massive base.
Yeah, you can nail the smalls off the G.
So we're going to say that 3 Gene Stealers can't fight, okay?
Yep.
They're in there, but let's put them on top for thematic looking stuff.
climbing across the ceiling.
They're going for a sunbathe on the roof.
That's it. Yeah, cool. So let's see what the Patriarch can do. We're looking at... Oh, you need to take a battle shock check, please.
Why?
At the start of the fight phase, enemy units within 6 must take a battle shock check. You
it.
failed
no.
it.
Ooh, no, I'm not a Black Templar. I am a Dark Angel.
But hang on, don't you want to fail?
Yeah, I'm still OC1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
flexible.
want to be.
Can you
Yeah.
strats, though? Can't you strats?
Oh, fair. I'll just watch you. Just whiff it.
5 attacks.
Like that.
This guy, strength 6.
3s.
The,
No Devos.
it's twin linked.
Okay. Maybe Devos. No Devos.
No devos.
AP.
Devastating wounds. No. AP2.
I'll take 5 ups. All go through. 2 damage.
2 damage each, please.
So first guy. Dead. Second guy. So, no.
Oh,
I saw it.
3 dead. Now you ready for the pure strains? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dudes. Is that right? Technically, I've got a couple more, but we'll see what 5 can do. They hit on 2s because they're baller.
All keyword all up.
Force to win.
And now, strength 4.
Yeah.
So 4s.
6s are mortals.
Yeah, so that is 4 mortals.
I'll just roll these quickly now.
Okay, because that could punk it.
I could do it.
Yeah.
I did it. Yeah. Didn't make a single feel no pain. Good work, boys.
Good work, lads. Consolidations, really want
Has to go towards the objective.
Yeah, I don't really want to get much closer, to be honest. I'm just going to keep in coherency and get my boys off the building now, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. In fact, they'll all get wholly on the terrain feature. If they can go that way and close towards the middle.
Yep.
Just they're all wholly on it, that means they all get a cover save.
Cool.
Or get the benefit,
Gain the benefits of cover.
whatever, yeah.
It's been a long day, Steve.
Been a long day. Words, mouth,
Words are hard.
they are.
So what if...
Oh.
Too much needs to pull some.
Yeah, my aberrants might need to squidge
Come
a
back
bit.
a bit, yeah.
So let's get 30. So wholly within 6 just means I need to put him like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a nice 11-inch advance. So
Yeah,
they're all good.
it's all fine, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So I've got area denial for 5
I think.
points.
Yeah.
Yep. And I've also got behind enemy lines for 3 points, please.
So that's 8 points in total.
Straight off the bat.
Yeah. Take
don't
it.
like that, yeah.
And first blood to me. All right. So that concludes my turn 1. We both get a CP each. Go up to 2 now.
Well, actually, I got Azrael on the table.
Oh,
So I'm up to 3.
right. You're up to 3.
Yeah.
I'm up to 2. Any command phase abilities you've got to do, mate?
The lion's going to put up, I'm pretty sure, 4 up mortal protection.
You didn't like those grenades then?
No, I'm not having any more of that.
What unit are you going to oath of moment?
I need to think about it. I just want to think about my turn, draw some cards. Because I don't need to oath, I can do oath after I've done my cards, can't I?
Probably.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
my command phase, so I pick the order of operations.
So
Yeah.
you're right, both trigger in the command phase, but they don't specify when. So you're the
Yeah,
active
right, cool.
player, which according to yesterday's
Yep.
release means you choose.
So I'm going to draw my cards and see where I need to be.
All right then.
Area denial. So I need to double check the wording of that. Storm hostile objective.
Easy game.
So I'll take that. So that's the reason why. Now there's an obvious choice for my other moment now.
100%, yeah.
Steelers.
Steelers, Gene Steelers, yeah.
Sorted. Area denial.
I would consider ditching that one.
I don't think I could deal with the aberrants, no. So I could draw my 3rd card. Assassination.
Killer cat. Gene Steelers.
Yeah.
Killer character. Happy days.
Cool.
All right.
So let's.
And this is one of the upsides of the kind of random objectives. Sometimes it just all comes up Jack, and you draw 2 perfect ones for 1 unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Happy
it.
days.
Makes life fun.
Yeah.
So just to confirm, we've got 2 command points for the Genestealer Cults and 3 for the First Legion, the best Legion, the Dark
Oh,
Angels.
whoa. We was on a good terms until you said that. Steve, who is it?
Black Templars.
Oh. I'm going to fight people today. Right.
Okay, we'll let Jack do
Horus.
we'll let Jack do his movement phase. We'll go to the top down, and we'll be right.
But before we continue, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, The Outpost. If you're looking for great deals on your miniatures, paints and gaming supplies, we've got you covered. Their wide variety of exceptional service makes them the go-to destination for all hobby needs. So don't wait, check out The Outpost today. Link in the description below.
Okay, cool.
So
Wow.
that was an interesting turn 1.
Yeah. Successful.
I think that was, I think it was a well played turn 1.
Yeah.
I think Jack was quite fortunate to have only lost a relatively throwaway squad there.
Yeah.
If things had been positioned slightly differently, then those Genestealers could do quite a terrifying alpha strike.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
push quite deep into them because they're a trade piece. They're going to die now.
Yeah.
After they were utilised that early, there's not much chance for pushback.
But they could come back. Are they battle line?
They are not battle line. So
They're
although
not.
the unit could come back, we'll come back on a 4+.
Yep.
The
Broodlord.
character, the
Yeah.
Broodlord?
Yeah, the Broodlords, yeah.
Patriarch.
Patriarch,
One
sorry.
of those, sorry. Yep. The Patriarch will not come back after
No.
he's been executed by the
Yeah,
Lion.
so that is the, I guess, downfall, even though it's still a powerful ability, that you're not bringing the character back with all the buffs with that unit, which you originally had.
I think it would be a bit much if you did.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine just bringing back a whole Patriarch with the Genestealer cults. It's just, yeah, there's no merit to killing your opponent's units then. But
But I think we need to talk about you next. So what are you going to be playing for the kind of first part of 10th edition? What's your top 3 choices?
okay, obviously, the Greatest Legion.
The Dark Angels.
Right, guys, can everyone? I'm going to mute everyone else. Okay, the Blood Angels.
The Blood Angels. The
Blood
the
Angels.
Ninth Legion.
The Ninth Legion.
Yeah.
Yep, Sons of Sanguinius. Obviously, I'll be playing them.
The bloody crybabies. Yeah.
Chris,
Glory
we're not off to a
boys.
great start here. I was saying we're going to be the dream team, and you're just throwing all this shade at me.
They were actually my first ever army, way back, probably before you were born, frankly.
Wow.
For I'm an old man.
Before I was a Blood Angel. Wow.
Well, it's probably a good 20 years ago now.
Oh, yeah, I
So-
wasn't
so-
a Blood Angel 20 years ago. So.
Okay, so we've got the Blood Angels.
Drakari, my second.
Interesting army. I've been looking at them, and I'll be honest, I haven't quite digested the index yet, but everything I read, it looks exciting
It's so
to use.
fun. It's a glass cannon army.
Yeah. Well, we'll see them on stream tomorrow, won't we?
Yes,
I believe
we will.
game 2.
Game 2 versus Admech.
So 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Yep.
So that'll be Jake and Ben.
Yep,
Excellent.
exactly.
Looking forward to that one.
There is a lot of anti-infantry.
Well, we will see how that works out.
Yeah, a lot of anti-infantry, a lot of reroll hits, because that's the army-wide rule with pain points.
Okay.
So obviously we'll come on to that tomorrow.
We'll do it tomorrow, yeah.
But yeah, they're an extremely fun army. I'm doing like a Joker-themed Drakari army, so like purple with like green hair and stuff like that. So
Oh, we'll have to see them on stream.
yeah, definitely.
And a third choice. What's number 3 going to be?
World Eaters.
World Eaters. World Eaters. Oh,
World Eaters.
everything I don't understand how to do in an army, which is wear power armor and hit things with chainsaws.
That's my playstyle.
Yeah.
World Eaters were actually, I think, my original main army in Warhammer.
Okay.
So my first ever model I had was actually Metal Khan the Betrayer.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Weighed a ton as well.
Yeah.
Like it was dangerous.
Really sharp.
That's going equipped walking around with that guy.
Gore Child was really sharp. I can't feel the nerves in my left thumb. That's a story for another day.
That's a story
Chris,
for another
but
day.
yeah, that's because of Khan the Betrayer. So,
But-
but yeah, those 3 definitely.
Well, it looks like there's quite a bit of love for GSC, and
Yeah.
you know they are definitely a really interesting army now. I think they've perhaps in previous editions suffered from feeling too complicated.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say that a lot of people would have started reading the rules and probably closed the book and moved on.
It's not an instant. Okay, this is how it works. There's a lot of depth to the army in terms of how it plays, the mechanics, and I think that the way that they've been done in this index is really smart actually.
And I'm going to throw this out there. I think it's got the best model range in the game. And that's we got some thumbs up going on.
Oh, okay.
That obviously means that everybody agrees with me, and GSC have the best model range in the game.
I don't.
The boys are good, but
It's
They're
the
no exalted-
industrial look.
they're no exalted 8-bound.
Exalted A-bound. Now here we go. Okay, so Jack, have you finished your movement phase?
I have finished my movement, yeah.
Do you want to give us a quick rundown of what we've done?
Yes, I brought the intercessors out from back from the ruin in front and get some shots.
Yeah.
I can shoot here.
We're leaving a lovely convenient spot back there, I've
Yeah,
noticed.
I'll let that blip
You'll deal
go
with that
back
when it
there.
comes to
Yeah. The outriders are scooted off. I'm just going to try and tag up those ridge runners. Hopefully, maybe pull some aberrants back out that way. Take a bit of pressure off my home field. I've just shuffled the lion and the blade guard across, and this intercessor unit towing onto this objective for my storm hostile. And then I've got some shots to come in and deal with this. And then the Black Knights have all come round in range of the Genestealers and the Patriarch.
Okay, cool.
How are you feeling about this, Steve?
Well, I don't think my Genestealer cult are very long for the world, are they? The Genestealers even.
Well, you
But
didn't
the
need
cult as a whole, to be honest, I think.
come on, the cult never dies.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ascension
Shall
Day.
we do some
In our
shooting?
heart.
Oh, the Patriot!
For the Emperor, is that what you said, Seb?
For the
Which
forearm.
faction are we
For the
talking
forearm.
here?
Emperor.
Okay,
Shooting phase.
sure. You can skip it if you want.
The Black Knight's going in here.
Yeah.
Let's go Chaplain first.
Go on then.
So I'm within 12, so I can get devastating wounds in this unit.
You what?
That's the Chaplain's ability.
Sorry, he gives devastating wounds
To the biker unit, yeah.
to the biker unit.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Pretty cool.
Have
Yeah.
you got 4 up field opening on those?
No, no.
Wrong
no.
target. Wrong target. That's a shame.
No. Cool.
So Chaplain, 3s.
Okay.
Over moment. 1 hit.
Yep.
4s. That's just 1.
Snarm save.
AP1.
All right then. AP1.
Yeah.
So I want a 5 up save then.
Go! Did you
5.
just shimmy, Steve?
I'll ring rapid fire.
Not sure why. It just felt natural. It just came to me.
If somebody
Fantastic,
could clip that for us,
That's the
that would be-
Genestealer shimmy. Hey!
So 5 of the Black Knights are now in rapid fire. They changed that gun. I'm overcharging.
What?
Going for it.
Go on then. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. Okay. Cool.
2s to wound.
2s to wound. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Cool. Ooh. All right then.
Devastating.
All right then. He's re-rolling everything. So greedy.
So those go first. Those
Yeah.
are all invuln saves, 2 damage.
Don't we worry about that. I got a 5+ invulnerable save, and I'm going to make them all. I'll make them all but 1.
Yeah.
Sometimes you call it out. Sometimes the Carnodon gets
4
it.
on Patriarch.
No, they're 2 damage each.
2 damage each.
Yep.
Oh, the Steelers are 2 damage.
2 wounds each, my man.
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So all the Steelers are dead.
All the Steelers are dead. Cool.
Is the Patriarch infantry?
I'm pretty sure he is, yeah.
Unfortunately, Jack, you had a 1 after your rerolls with your.
Oh, I've got to do my
overcharge.
hazardous check now.
Yes.
So it's separate.
Oh, of course it is. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 6 guys. All good.
You're all good.
Don't
Well,
even care. Just do
don't
it
even-
every
I'm
time.
experienced with
Weapons
these
of the
plasma.
Dark Age.
Is the Patriarch infantry?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to shoot Azrael. 2 shots.
Okay, whoa.
He's
Whoa.
anti-infantry devastating wounds.
Yeah, whoa.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm going to spend 1 CP here, so you can't shoot him unless you're within 12 inches.
Okay.
Okay? I do need to. I was saving that, Copes. Yeah.
Oh.
Just for the most dramatic moment.
Oh, that is a problem.
Yes. Because they've advanced, right? The Bladies.
No, the Blade God haven't.
They
oh,
advanced,
they did.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And so the Incestors, right?
Yeah.
So you get stealth now, and unless you're within 12, you can't shoot him.
So it's
The
like
lion
lone
can.
operative.
The lion now can pick another target to shoot, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's eligible. So I've essentially made him for a CP lone operator.
Yeah.
Now, do the Genestealer cult come back?
Do you do that now?
Yes.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
4 up. Yeah, that's back, baby! Boop, boop,
Do
boop,
the shimmy.
boop.
So that was the worst possible outcome out of that whole interaction. Didn't even get to kill the Patriarch.
No.
Well, you're just going to have to charge him, aren't you?
We've got
I'll
a
just
trademark
watch him the
that,
next
Steve.
turn.
That's the GSC shimmy.
You carry on.
Cool, so Azrael into these guys.
Yeah.
2s, 1 hit, 4s, nothing.
God, that's a great shot of Azrael there.
Lion. The lion will shoot the
Yeah.
bikes. He'll shoot the 4 shots. 2s. And then 4s. 2 AP1s, 2 damage on the bikes.
Although I must say, that's Mephiston.
Sorry, saying this here? What's happening?
This is
No, that's Azrael.
lion
His armor's
into
green.
there.
Yep.
AP1, 2 damage.
Okay, cool. That probably goes through.
Kills the quad.
Brother.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was actually
Wrong
quad,
colours,
yeah.
brother. That's the
So-
Wednesday colours.
All the intercessors can shoot because they're assault weapons.
Okay.
So I'll shoot the grenade.
So I'm -1 to hit, please.
Yep.
And no more oath.
No, I do get it.
No, because it's a different target now. It's a different unit.
That's right. The unit is now dead. Yeah.
I completely forgot there were 2 wounds, the Genestealers. So the grenade hits, it wounds.
Okay. So, yeah, toughness 5. Yeah, you're okay there. 5. Okay. He's got a 4 up invuln.
Cool.
So -1 to hit.
Nothing.
Okay. Okay.
The poll for who's going to win is swinging more equal now. There's still got an edge. Still got an edge with the glorious First Legion, but
These
those Ascension Day is getting closer.
Jack, looks only get you so far, mate.
Oh, no. The 5 incest at the back will shoot into these guys.
Yeah.
3s.
So this is where I was thinking about using that stratagem, you
Yeah.
see, but obviously it became a much more obvious choice with the Patriarch.
3 AP ones.
Okay, cool. So this guy here will get the benefits of cover.
Yep.
Oh, I think they all will actually, because of this ruin here. As soon as one guy basically triggers it, the whole unit will. So AP1 -1. Let's roll some dice, see what happens.
2 dead.
That's probably okay.
Yeah.
2 dead, yeah. Nice. I've put my blip back here, by the way, because obviously I can't bring my Genestealers until your next reinforcement step, not mine.
Yeah. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Time.
So it's a bit of time,
What's
yeah.
his OC?
His OC is 1.
So I've got the objective.
You've got the objective because you
Yeah.
also got OC 2,
2.
yeah.
They advanced. That's done. It's just those boys.
Yep. What are they going to do?
I'm probably only 24. So one's going to shoot this squad,
Okay.
and one will shoot the aberrants.
Yep.
1 here. Miss. 1 aberrants. 1 hit. It's twin linked. Nope. Cool.
Okay.
Let's do.
Charges.
Yep. Lion in here.
Yeah, into the bikes, yep. He's in. Lion wants it. I don't think the bikes are too long for this world.
The outriders into your thingy bobs. I think that's just enough.
My Ridge Runners.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, within 5.
Yep.
Not, I wanted a bit extra movement to come around the side, but what's his profile?
So he is toughness 5, 4+, say 4 up invuln, 6 wounds. What are you thinking of charging with the Black Knights?
Yeah.
I think the Black Knights will kill him, but then you're...
I'm not going to charge him.
Because you've deliberately put yourself over 18 inches away from my
because I get
aberrants.
picked up by the aberrants.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel I've got the objective.
Yeah.
Obviously not going to get an assassination, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Because I really wanted to kill him now because he doesn't come back.
Yes.
And if I remembered, because I forgot the Genestealer wounds were 2,
Yeah.
so that would have spilled through. But actually now, he would have survived on 2 anyway.
He would have survived
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. So it
but
didn't really
yeah.
matter. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, but also you don't lose the assassination card. It's still there.
No.
And it might actually do you better to kill it in another turn where you can
Yeah.
pick up 2 characters at the same time because you'll score more points.
Yeah.
Because remember, as soon as you score a card, that's it. You know.
I think it's just that order of operations. What I could have shot bolters
Yes.
and clipped the Genestealers, then did that and then killed him.
But the thing is, you were quite. I was looking at it thinking, if I remove. Oh no, you did actually have good range to the back of the unit of 12.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I could have picked up a few of the Genestealers. Other 2 wounds anyway, so
Yeah.
it's
killed a
tankier than it looks.
Yeah. Okay.
Charge phase.
All right.
I don't think you're going to spend CP to interrupt.
Well, I can't. I've only got 1, so yeah.
So that one outrider can just shuffle round because I had to base.
Yep.
He gets round to there.
Yep.
Let's swing some outriders at you. 4 attacks each.
All right then. See if you can kill a Ridge Runner.
Hitting on 3s.
That's a good roll.
That's a good start.
That's a good great start actually.
Wounding on 5s.
1 wound.
1 AP 1.
I'm okay.
Cool.
Do Ridge Runners do anything in combat? No, so let's not worry about that.
You're 2 wounds each. Let's see what a lion can do, eh?
Let's see what the lion can
60.
do.
I'm going to sweep.
You're going to sweep it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, nice.
I'm a bit nervous on this one. After my confidence has been knocked after the whole Genestealer
It's okay, mate.
Patriarch fiasco.
It's okay, don't worry. It's all
So I want
right.
to make myself feel better.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Lethal hits as well.
Cool, yeah.
So I don't- Sustained hits.
Sustained hits,
Yeah, this
not
is-
lethal.
That's on the big swings.
Okay, so you've got 2 different types of swings depending
Yeah.
on whether you're striking or sweeping, and you've got extra hits
On-
here. Cool. Bring it over, that's it.
Yeah.
Bring the lad over.
Sustained hits on the little swings.
All right.
3 1s, 3 6s.
Okay, so all your misses hit now.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm strength 8.
Okay, well I'm toughness 4, I think, or toughness 3.
2s.
Either way,
Winning
ain't going to
on
make
twos.
much difference. Toughness 4.
AP 3, mate. 2 damage.
Okay, so yeah, that's the... I think they're dead.
Turns out the line's quite good at chopping things up.
Yeah, that's.
Who would have thought?
Now these guys
Who'da
automatically
thunk it?
explode and do D3
Excellent.
mortal wounds each to the
Excellent.
target unit that killed it,
Excellent.
okay? No worries.
And I can consolidate towards the closest objective as long as I can get in range of it.
Correct, yes. So
So
just
just
back
come
it.
back a
Get-
little bit.
You don't want to face off those aberrants, do you?
And I want to just make sure the 6 up mortal protection
Yeah, nice.
is all over that.
Love it. Okay, cool. All right, so before
That's
we
me.
wrap up, any questions from the chat?
No, I've just asked people what everyone's favourite Space Marine Legion is.
Yeah?
So we've got White Scars.
Just your voice.
And then also, someone said, for traitor factions, obviously Dark Angels. Because obviously Dark Angels are traitors.
Chaos,
Dark
yeah.
Angels are not traitors. We're going to have a lore corner with Chris one day, where I'll tell you in extreme detail about why the first are the best and most loyal legion.
Okay, no one's going to tune in.
That was a fun story.
So,
Great story,
I'm going
Chris.
home. I'm going home.
Great story. Yes, Kobe.
The jackals come back, or do they not have the key?
No, you need to go home, mate.
4 up.
Okay, that's a fun rule.
Hey, did you see Shimmy?
Sorry, Jack.
Now, these guys have got something a bit different about them. They've got a bit of...
You need to put a blip down.
Yeah, I know, but I'm telling you, got something different about them.
I heard Magnus was just misunderstood. Well, there's some truth to that too.
Look, Magnus definitely did things wrong.
I heard he's
You
quite a
didn't?
nice guy.
He didn't listen to his dad. And we saw where that ended up.
That's true.
Okay, so these guys have to come on within a board edge.
Okay.
So I need to put a blip near a board edge, basically. They come on...
In
yeah.
the same timing, though, in my next movement phase.
Yeah, all same time, mate. Yeah. You're all same time. But they've got to come on basically, near a board edge. So I'm going to stick it over it. And I've got to be touching it as well. So I've got to be within 6 of this.
Yeah.
And a model's got to touch it. So I'm going to just go like that.
Cool.
All right. Nice. Cool.
Okay. So we are going to... Well, did we score any points at the end of that? So
I did.
Believe you
Yeah.
took an objective.
Storm hostile objective.
And how many points do you get for
That's
that?
the big 5, because I'm
Big 5.
tactical missions.
Big chunky 5.
You're a tactical kind of guy, mate.
Yeah, I think I'll keep Assassinate.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
I think it's worth it,
Yeah.
because he's out on his own now. He's going
Yeah.
to kill him at some point.
Also, at the end of the turn, Steve, you're on 1 CP.
Correct.
Jack, you're on 3.
Correct, yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
I now go up to 2 in my
Oh,
turn 2.
Up to 4.
And tell me how many primary points you scored, Steve.
I'm currently holding my own objective,
So that's 2 points for that.
and I'm also holding another objective in No Man's Land. So,
So
that's
that's
going to get me
Another
7
points.
points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if the Neophytes can get me that precious CP. No. Okay. It's fine.
That's 4 up, you fail.
I'm happy with
Yeah.
failing that one. Yeah. So,
Okay, so do you get any other command phase abilities?
yes, I got an icon in those. Let's see what the icons do.
Ooh.
So, an icon basically in those Jackal Acolyte hybrids. In the reinforcement step of your next movement phase, I can return up to D. Okay, I thought it was command phase, but it's actually reinforcements phase. I can put D3 models back in here, okay, to the bearer's unit.
I was meant to ask you about this.
If
I
the
forgot.
bearer's unit is within range of an objective mark you control, you can return up to 3. Okay? Do you mind if I just do it now?
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
it's
yeah.
going to be the reinforcement step of my
You
movement
can't get on
phase.
the objective
No.
because it's in the reinforcement stat.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Bring back 3.
Excellent. So I have done no damage.
Well, you know,
But
you got the game started. You warmed up the plasma weapons.
Yeah, didn't kill anyone with the plasma weapon.
You didn't kill any of your own guys.
Yeah.
That's a start.
We played Necrons, right? Oh, sorry, guys.
I've lost a guy.
Well, I think Jack might have him in his pocket.
He only took 2, so...
That's how you
What?
beat.
I got 11 guys over here. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Happy days.
Okay, so we're going to go into Steve's movement phase.
Yep.
We'll meet them and go to talk to them.
Well. No damage from the Dark Angels.
So this is what I was alluding to earlier. Is although their output is absolutely ferocious, if anybody can take a punch, it's Genestealer Cult.
Yeah, definitely.
So don't get me wrong. It's not just swung Steve's way. It's not game over.
No.
But it certainly meant that we're entering turn 2 with the entire game still to play for, which I think is quite good, because
Definitely.
it wouldn't be very exciting to play or watch if you were simply able to just remove what is actually a relatively fragile army with almost impunity.
I think it's really thematic though, just
I
being
think
able to
it's great.
bring infantry and stuff back, because you can't bring back the vehicles, right?
That's true. Yeah, you can't bring back the vehicles.
It's literally just the dudes running around, which makes sense because it's a cult. The planet's infested, so it's just loads of people just running around.
And look, I am sure that at some point I will have a little go with them. A more kind of themed army. Like, I love my Imperial Guard.
Yeah.
And what are they if not just Imperial Guard with funny looking heads?
You can run guardsmen in the cult army, right?
I mean, you could take something from the Guard the Astra Militarum Codex.
Is that Lehman Russ?
I mean, that would be a thing you could take. I think if you were going to try and fill some of the army's gaps, you probably don't want direct line of sight shooting.
Yeah.
You might perhaps take some indirect shooting.
Oh, and what would those be?
I'm pretty sure 3 basilisks and 2 manticores probably fit nicely.
What do they shoot out? Rippers?
Just
shooting rippers
looted
into
munitions. I think you probably have to have 2 and 2 to be fair.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. I'm actually really enjoying the flavour of Genestealer Cult. I think Steve is really loving them as well in a minute, but they are a really cool thematic army.
They're definitely an army that you have to learn how to play against. I think someone's alluding to it in the chat here as well.
Exactly.
If you didn't make any effort to screen, they would just be all over you.
Oh, 100%.
But although everything is coming back, it's been pushed back into Steve's own backfield.
Yeah.
So there will be a second wave, but it's not like they're just going to overwhelm in turn 2 or 3 the Dark Angels.
Exactly. But I also think the scariest unit that can come back really is the Aberrants. I think the other units, maybe like the Acolytes, they can be a harassment unit, but I don't think they're really going to be scaring.
In terms of sheer damage output, you're right. But I wouldn't underestimate the value of 20 neophytes.
No.
just reappearing. Certainly to help score later on in the game. You know, you can do a lot of shenanigans with guys springing out of the ground.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, G Moore's just become a member, a
I think
VT
we've
member.
had a few memberships.
Yeah, we've had quite a few. So obviously, guys, just if you want to become a member, obviously sign up as a VT member. So there is 3 options currently, but 2 of them will be going away in July. And then just become a VT member. And then if you fill out the quiz on the website, link in the description, you will be in a chance to win
all sorts. We've got vouchers. There's a £100 Outpost voucher, $150
Frontline Gaming.
There's a Leviathan box in there.
Box.
There's Academy sign. I keep getting told what it is, but I only have a very limited brain, so I can only remember a few things.
So you're in for a chance to win some really, really cool stuff. And obviously, in terms of what you'll be getting as part of the members' content, you'll also be getting. In fact, I can show you we've got a little handy graphic for this. Whoa, there we go. So there will be at the minute we'll be having weekly live Q&As. There'll be a Discord set up for everyone. There'll be a members only live stream.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. Tactical tutorials. So we used to do stuff like how to play or what's to play, and stuff like that.
Kind of rolling that content together into a kind of more kind of dynamic, responsive format.
Exactly. But yeah, there's loads of stuff, and obviously if you're interested, then please.
And we appreciate it. It massively helps. It literally keeps the lights on.
Exactly. Wow.
I mean, look at these poll results getting ever closer together.
I know these. I think the Genestealer cults are edging. They're edging towards getting the higher one. But
now we definitely cannot count the Dark Angels out of this yet, because they've taken almost no damage so far. They've lost a relatively,
they've lost infiltrators.
Tradable unit. They've lost some infiltrators.
Can I just say, 169 votes. We did it,
169
guys.
votes.
We did it.
We did it. We got there.
There we go,
100.
Steve. We can turn off the stream. 169 votes. Sorted.
Okay, so I completely forgot to draw my cards. I drew a tempting target, so Jack picked this one for me to hold. That's a secondary what I've got to basically control.
We've got to find the button. We've got to find
Sorry. So I'll slow down.
We found the button.
Okay, and is it up here?
No, it's
Other
the
way,
other
other
side.
side.
Up there.
Up there.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
so
90 degrees.
that's it, tempting target. Basically, Jack had to pick a no man's land objective marker. You picked this one here.
Didn't want to pick it.
You didn't want to pick it, no. I'm holding it, basically. If at the end of my turn I control it, I'll get 5 victory points. I then also need to cleanse objectives. So this Ridge Runner that can shoot is just moved back to cleanse here. This one fell back from combat, won't be able to shoot, and then I need to resolve my movement phase mortal wounds over there. So the Patriarch, we did discuss this because I basically moved it before I drew my cards. This is a real conundrum. I could just stay in cleanse this objective for an extra 2 points, or I can get him in combat and hopefully do a bit more damage, force you to deal with him. But I'm not sure this unit can kill that unit on their own. I don't know.
I don't know what profile they've got.
Yes, I don't know. So, yeah, we'll just see how that basically rolls out, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go with that.
Cool.
So the Mortal... Did you want to Overwatch him?
I thought about it, but because I've lost the oath, because I killed the Steelers,
Yeah,
then no.
makes sense. So Mortal Wounds on the bikes from my grenades. Okay, that is 3 Mortal Wounds,
So
please.
1 is down to 1.
Okay, cool. Now, did somebody say if I use his ability that I can do it again with that guy?
Yeah, that's right. I can try and find the comment again.
Yes. So
Each time I end a normal move, it doesn't say anything about the movement phase, and then that allows you to make a normal move. So yeah, I would assume so
it
too.
triggers twice.
Kind of cool. All right, I like it.
Same
So-
again.
Yeah, we're going to kick off first of all with the heavy flamer though. From that unit, 1 shot. That does wound, -1.
Kills that guy.
Okay, yeah. It is definitely -1, isn't it?
Heavy
Heavy-
flame is a minus
So I'm
one.
going to pull out a line
Yeah.
of sight from the Ridge Runner now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the guy that was cleansing. I thought you might have done that. So then the
Oh.
grenade launcher. Grenade launcher. The other one can't shoot anyway.
Oh, no, yeah, because one's doing action, one
That's
fell
it.
back.
Yeah. The grenade launcher, 1 shot, that misses. Then we've got the, I'll just do the Atlan Jackal guy, the Alphas. So he's hitting on a 3, he misses. Let's not worry about the little guns. And then they'll now do a normal move.
Yep.
Now, do all of them need visibility? So, and visible to this unit. Okay, so only 1 model from the unit needs to be visible to it. And then you can do the mortal wounds basically again. And I'll keep... no, maybe that's a bad idea. I think I'm getting a bit carried away with that. No, I'll do it. It's fine.
More mortal wounds are always a good idea, right?
Yeah, all right. I know you might have. I thought you might have said that. So, yeah, we'll go with it again. 5 dice. Yep.
Was I meant to rapid ingress in your movement phase?
You can rapid ingress in my movement phase.
Is that when I have to do it?
Yes.
Yeah,
In
cool.
my reinforcement step. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Never done this before.
That's okay. Well, technically, I know I've done a little bit of
Yeah.
shooting, but yeah. They would just be a little bit far forward. A bit more forward anyway. Nice. Yeah. So that should be zoned out to
Just,
there.
it's quite difficult for us to tell which unit is dropping in right now.
I'm just. It's probably going to be the Deathwing Knights. It is the Deathwing Knights.
The
yeah.
Deathwing Knights. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Deathwing Knights, yeah, rapid ingressing coming in the corner,
Yep.
essentially, yeah. Yeah, allows you to push back onto it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had already discussed that. I had already zoned out quite well, yeah. Yeah, they're facing you, mate. Come on, thematic. Come on, mate. The people like the cinematics.
Come on, the cameras are only on this side, Jack.
Come on. Work with us, lad. Work with us. Right, okay. So, do I do mortal wounds on 4 ups? 3.
Down to 1.
Okay, I'll take it.
Now, quite interestingly, Dark Angels have quite a lot of ways to ignore mortal wounds, but it looks like Steve is deliberately targeting the only things that can't ignore the mortals. Almost like he's done this before.
He's a very tactical guy, I heard this, Steve.
pure accident. Yeah. Okay, so we're now into the charge phase. That's what I like about shooting phase. Short and sweet. The aberrants are going to charge into that one guy.
I fancy his chances.
Yeah?
Oh,
Oh.
take off.
The aberrants
Oh, they
want
wanted that.
it. They wanted it. Do. Biologus, man. Haven't painted this familiar yet, but I'm definitely using it, okay? Not now, but maybe at some point in the game. Everybody is base to base to base. Oh, let's get Hammerman in. Look at that with his 6-pack abs. He's ready. Cool. What's the threat range on the Lion?
Be 6-inch ruck.
The
Oh,
entirety of Imperium
he moves at
Knights.
8.
Yeah. So my Patriarch is going to charge into those little blue, green guys.
Yeah.
Guess we run Imperial Knights. The Blood Angels. That's right, we're in charge of the line.
I'm not actually sure they do. And if you tune
Technically,
into
in Article Section A, we have the Lord Regent.
Gonna heroic with the
We have titles.
Blade Guard.
Okay. That costs you 2 CPs.
Yep.
Nice. Coming in. Want to defend that objective. Okay, the Patriarch's not liking his chances now so much. Good move that, mate. Okay, next up we've got the Acolyte hybrids. I could just send them into their own slaughter, but that is going to stop me scoring a tempting target now.
Yeah.
Good play.
These are 2 OC because of the banner.
Yeah. So maybe the charge was the wrong play. Maybe I should have sat there,
And done the cleanse.
cleansed
maybe,
it, and probably just got loads of points. But look, let's kill some stuff, right? So the Acolytes are going to charge into the... I think I'm going to go into the Blade Guard, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's see what their Rock Saws can do. Because I can't really get a charge onto those green guys now. 3. So yeah, I would have failed that charge otherwise, so...
So again, they might have some issues getting them all in. 'Cause
That's
of the small
it.
charge,
Yeah.
And getting base to base.
3 inches. I can't end on that objective either.
Yeah.
Really?
The objective as well between
Yeah,
that.
it's just the Rock Saws, obviously, I really want to make sure of getting in combat, really. And there's just 4 of those.
Are they still 2 damage?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. So that'll just be the 4 Rock Saws that really mainly fight, and the other guys will just follow up behind. Cool. So my first activation, you can't interrupt anymore, can you?
No.
Because you're out of CPs for that. So it is all my activations. Okay.
I am going to make myself -1 damage.
Okay, now.
And re-roll inlands of 1.
Right, so my meticulous planner,
Yeah.
he is going to pick this stratagem, so it's now going to cost you 2 CPs if you want a -1 damage.
Cool
Let's
beans.
See my cunning, meticulous cunning, whatever it's called. Yeah, so here I've got 1,
Just the 4
2,
swords,
3,
wasn't it?
and 1 other guy as well, because of the piling move, yeah.
Okay.
Because he could leapfrog over that, get to base, yeah. So let's open up 1 more space.
Okay.
So we'll go with these guys first. Now they actually get some decent attacks when they're on an objective. I've got 2 CPs. I could put +1 to wound on, but I think I'll wound on 2s anyway.
What's that strat called?
It's called Coordinated Trap, but I don't think it's worth 2 CPs, so I'm not going to use it. Let's go with the heavy mining tools then. 2 attacks each. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
What's the hit on?
Well, they hit on 3s, but no sustained hits or anything. Otherwise, that would have been a
Ridiculous roll.
pretty
It's a good roll anyway.
Is a good roll. Yeah. Good. So now we're at strength 10.
So 2s.
So 2s, and I re-roll because we're on the objective marker. I re-roll all my wound rolls.
Nice.
Okay. These on the Blade Guard.
So on the my AP many.
AP -2
So
now.
4 ups.
Yep.
Reroll my 1s. Come on. So these are 1 damage each, so 1 dice.
Yep.
And 1.
Okay, cool.
6.
Then I've got the leader Colt weapon. This is the sergeant. He gets 5 attacks, hits on 3s. Okay, cool. And then he is strength 5, toughness.
3s.
Yeah, and then I reroll my wound
Yeah.
rolls. So that is 2. That many at 4 at -2, please. 1 damage.
So 4 ups.
And you can reroll your 1s.
So that kills that guy.
Cool. 2 blade guard down, and then I've got one.
So that was it, wasn't it?
One more guy left that fight because the base to base. The 6 models can fight.
Okay.
Yep. He's just only got some Colt weapons. 3 attacks. Strength 4. 4's wood wound. 2 at -1.
I'll roll that in the box. Make it.
Okay, cool. Love it. Right. Nice. And then the Patriarch. So, do I put his attacks on the blade guard here? Or... So this unit's -1 damage, aren't they? I think I'll just try and put them on the infantry.
Okay. The intercessors, yeah?
The intercessors, yeah. Because I don't think that -1 damage I'm going to do a huge amount. He still gets his devastating wounds with his 5 attacks. Unless his devastating wounds is only to the unit.
While he's leading a unit, is it?
Yes, he doesn't even have it now.
Okay.
So actually, just sitting in cleansing would have definitely been a better play. So 5 attacks, hits on 2s, and
3's to wound.
3's to wound because strength 6. He rerolls his wound rolls. It's still twin linked. So that many at -2, 2 damage.
So 5 ups. So kills 3.
6 up, feel no pain.
No, that's just infiltrators.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it against mortals you get the feel no pains?
No, the infiltrators just have 6 of feel no pains.
Okay.
That's the Helix Gauntlet now.
Yep, but did you have a feel no pain because of Big Boy Lion? Is that only
That's
against
mortals.
mortals?
Yes,
Mortals.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So my attacks, the bike dies.
Yeah.
My attack's back. So you can come 3 to there.
Yep.
With the deaths, it means Azrael can get to swing now.
Yeah, I mean, you get base to base with this guy, and he's
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one of the Blade Guards died. in
That's
that
it. You
spot,
can fight
so
through
he
his
came
model.
through.
Yeah. Yeah. Question.
So, do acolytes get to reroll 1s to hit and wound against a target on an objective?
I think it's rerolls to wound of 1, and then.
Oh, you rerolled all your wounds.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, it's reroll hit rolls of 1
Yeah.
and reroll 1s to wound.
So you reroll all your wounds, so just call it a wash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was wounding on 2s anyway with the damaging attacks.
Yeah, and then the 4s on the other bits are chipped and then Blade Guard
Yeah.
off, so.
But
Thank
yeah,
you.
good
Thank
spot
you
on
both.
that. Yeah.
Good catch.
There's a
thank
lot
you.
of instances where it's reroll wound rolls of 1, but then on objective full rerolls to
Yeah.
wound. So I just confuse that because normally there's a lot of standard wording.
course,
That
yeah,
one is
yeah.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's also about 40 degrees in here, and we've been doing this for 10 hours now.
So when I
Yeah.
activate the unit, do I have to allocate the characters at the same time for attacks?
Yes, you allocate it all now like
As
a one big
as
unit.
like a big unit?
Yeah.
okay.
Interestingly as well, it also says like the Knights thing.
Yeah.
Reroll a wound roll of 1 as well. So
So the wording is consistent.
Yeah.
Like we said in the other game, I'm pretty confident that is the the intended use.
definitely, yeah. No, we could be wrong, but it's not often we're wrong here when it comes to intent. We're normally, if I put myself out on there, I'm 60% of the time, I'm right every
You
time.
just need to adjust this because your head's getting out of frame. So sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. Just step back a little bit.
Yeah, can I have a Malwam or something? Whatever that sweet is, just give me something. It's warm in here, isn't it?
We'll go with the intercessors first. So the sergeant with his power fist. All hit.
Okay.
3s to wound. 3 saves. AP 2, 2 damage.
And this is on.
The Patriarch.
Cool. 4s.
2 damage.
I'm okay.
The normal guy. 2 hits. No. Toughness 5. So that's them.
Azrael?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I just need to split because I want to try and see if I can get the objective back.
Okay.
Because these don't have any inland, do they?
No.
An Armo, and they're OC2.
Yes, they are.
So I've got 6 on. So that would potentially kill. I've got no re-rolls.
Pump it up. Pump it up.
Go on, get excited about this, Jack.
Come
We're
on.
excited about it.
Come on, Jack.
Kill those aliens.
Can we have a GSC shimmy? Oh!
Yeah, I'm gonna put the 2 Blade Guard here into the boys, and then Azrael, the Blade Guard, and the banner into the Patriarch.
So are the Blade Guard rerolling ones to hit or
They
rerolling
reroll ones to saves.
to the save?
Yeah.
I like that roll. I like the
Only
choice.
I
of
really
rolls.
like it.
Yeah.
It's
Only on your vulnerable save.
On the inbox, yeah.
Which all those attacks were
Yeah.
because
So
it
it's
went
early save.
exactly. Yeah.
so this is onto the infantry.
Okay, onto the infantry then.
3s to wound.
I think it's,
Sustained hits on this unit.
okay.
To roll only 6s.
Assume you rolled 1.
Yeah.
I think that's fair, right?
So 5 should be AB2. 2
Yeah,
damage.
I think they're only got a 6 up. 5 up save, so that's just
five.
5 squibblies dead. Yeah. 1, 2. I leave the icon. 3, 4, 5. Half the unit gone. So I've still got 10 OC on there at the moment.
Yeah. What I'm hoping is, I think I just need to kill a few more, but
Okay.
let's do the one Blade Guard into the Patriarch.
Yep. Sustained. 2
yep.
extra hits. Yeah. Sustained. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Your
whoa.
toughness,
T5.
so 4s,
Yeah, he's T5.
so 3 invents.
4 ups.
Just takes 4 damage.
4 damage. Yeah. He's got no feel, no pain. So yeah.
Right, should we get Azrael to put him down?
What?
Azrael,
Put him down.
2s, sustained.
2 extras. Yeah. Nice.
Strength 6, so winning on 3s, devastating wounds. He's dead. Do you like these Space Marine characters?
Yeah.
So he can pile on. Then Azrael could pile on.
And now you score 5 PvPs for assassinate.
Yeah. And I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so it's drawn.
So we can test it.
Yes, yeah, contested.
Okay, cool.
So I got my assassinate for 5.
Yep.
And
Cool.
that triggers the player's turn, yeah? The scoring of assassinate, just double check for me.
Then at the end of the turn.
Of the turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool.
I forgot my psychic attack, which meant you would have had to take a battle shock check
Which wouldn't
at the start of the
change.
fight phase.
Yeah.
So it just
Which would have just powered him.
Which would have mattered if I'd taken that objective back from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So do I? Basically, you'd put your OC. Oh yeah, because you're OC 1 anyway.
Yeah.
Because you're a Dark Angel, it makes no difference.
At the moment, I'm OC2 with the Blade Guard
Right. Okay.
because of the banner.
Yeah.
But if I'd taken the control, let's just roll it.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You're fine.
Yeah.
And then the intercessors, it doesn't change them. Doesn't think so, does
Do
it?
they have to take it as well?
Yeah. Everyone within 6, you're
They're
okay.
fine.
Yeah.
It also makes his strats better.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's me. I don't get a tempting target now, and I'm actually going to ditch that for a CP because I don't hold it. Yes. Because it's at the end of the turn, and I've cleansed an objective to get me 3 points, please.
So you get 3 points for cleanse.
And that's it.
However, Jack gets another
5
5
on
for
assassinate.
assassinate.
Yeah. This biker boy's dead.
Yes.
Nice.
And that was his wound marker out there.
Yeah. Sure. I'll go get it.
And just to confirm on CP wise, so Steve, you're on 2, and Jack, you're on 3.
Yep.
2.
You're on 2.
Yeah, because I used the -1 damage strat and heroic intervention.
Mhm. Now we're going to Jack's turn 2. You'll get another 2 CPs up to 4 now.
No, I'm up to 2.
Oh, you're up to 2
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
up to 3.
Got
Yeah.
Spenny last turn.
You did, yeah. Cards, mate.
Deploy teleport Homer.
Nice. Maybe not so nice, actually.
Nope.
No.
Cleanse.
Easy game.
And also, if you could just let me know how many primary you've scored.
Just 2.
Do you not control the one in the middle?
These guys, because these guys are now under half strength, they'll need to take a battle shock check on 2 dice on a 6. They
fail.
fail it, so their OC becomes 1.
Which doesn't matter because it was contested anyway.
Yeah.
So it's irrelevant at this point.
Yeah.
If
So
I'd
just
killed a
the
few
2.
more boys,
It would have been relevant
if I killed one more, then that would have been a big swing. I'd have to spend my CP
to pass
to
it.
pass that.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So there's 2 action ones. 1 on this objective, which I need to control.
Mm-hmm.
Which I could do with the Terminators. I can't do that. That's good. I can discard
So
that.
you're going to discard teleport home. So we're going to keep cleanse. If you want to bring that a second up.
Cleanse.
Attempting target.
Tempting target. Yeah, it's going to be that one, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to tempt you to take my target.
Cool.
But I didn't score mine last time. We've had
Yeah.
pretty much exactly the same
Yeah,
cards,
yeah.
to be fair. So yeah.
So I reckon Jack could do this. I reckon long bomb charge out of deep strike, blow stuff up, consort it onto the objective,
Be
That's
a
what I'm
hero.
going for.
show Steve what being a real master of the combat phase actually means.
That's some big chat there. I mean, I think, wow, yeah.
Question.
Yes, Kobe.
When does cleanse action start?
Cleanse action starts, I think you control it and you need to continually control it by the end of the turn. But we'll read it out, okay? So in your shooting phase, you can select 1 enemy units that are not battle shocked and are eligible to shoot until the end of the turn. Basically, you can't shoot. At the end of your turn, each objective marker that is not within your deployment zone that you control, that is one of the selected units within range, it is cleansed by your army.
So I don't need to control it.
So you need to control at some point during the shooting phase.
Yep.
So you could
okay.
shoot him down enough models so that you do control and then start the, for want of a better word, action.
I just wanted to make sure in case he couldn't actually do it. So.
Yes, it's a good question because I had to
No, so you can cleanse it even if you don't control it. You just need to control it by the end of the turn.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No, you're up. It's all right.
So I can. There's now a hole here, so I can.
It used to be like exactly what you used to
what I
say.
just said. Yeah. So this is still kind of getting that mental transition from 9th into 10th.
And that is why we've got the accelerator program to help
Okay.
people transition from 9th to 10th seamlessly. You'll get access basically as soon as you have a Leviathan in your box, which is in your hands. You have a Leviathan box in your hands, which is when all the rules and the cards are out.
Next week, I think.
So that's
next Saturday.
That's when the accelerator will drop. So that course starts then. Now you've still got time to jump on that accelerator program. Yeah.
It'll be 10 o'clock next Saturday when Leviathan drops.
There you are.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so
Movement.
we're getting into your movement phase. We'll
Yep.
we'll mute you guys.
Awesome.
Well, it's tighter than I think a lot of people thought it was going to be. Now, I think it's fair to say that this is probably going to be quite an impactful turn.
Yes.
Jack's got a lot of stuff tied up in deep strike still. You know, he's still got.
So what has he got?
I think he's got a unit of Terminators, hasn't he?
Is it 5 more Terminators?
And a captain.
And a
And
captain.
a captain. So that captain can't not to be sniffed at because he's one who allows you to just use another strat for free every turn.
Yeah.
And did he rerolls charges at deep strike
Rerolls
as well.
charges.
So look,
he's-
that
it's a spicy
objective is
meatball.
not out of contention yet.
Definitely. And so the strat as well can be a strat that has been played in that turn
Yeah,
already.
except Overwatch, it specifically
yeah.
stops you doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Much to my chagrin.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's a really, really good call. I think captains definitely... I would almost go as far to say they're an auto pick for a Space Marine army.
I think that specific ability is so useful across
Yeah.
the board that it's something I think people really want to be looking out for when they're constructing lists.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the amount of extra anything gives you an extra CP is more resources.
Yep.
Not having to spend CP, more resources again.
Well, anyone who's been playing in 9th edition, you are getting significantly less, I think, CP. I mean, you're not starting with the extra CP.
Yeah, and 9th edition changed a lot. We went from having an embarrassment of CP
Yep.
through to it getting steadily more difficult towards the end of the edition.
Exactly. You was normally starting between 1 and 2, I think, most armies.
Yeah, and now we've gone a different direction again.
We're
So
starting on 0 and game 1 at the start of the turn.
yeah, and certainly from the kind of first look on the indexes and some of the little testing we've done around here,
Yeah.
any way to increase access to that is
massive.
It's huge. Yeah,
it's
it's
massive.
really valuable early on.
Because some of these strats, I think having less strats as well has actually made most stratagems at your disposal very useful,
Yeah.
rather than having like a over amount. You're never going to use 20 of them and only use like 3. Now all 6 usually have a place in.
Although a lot of those stratagems have kind of some of them have kind of found their way back on data cards.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's interesting how that's turned out, and I quite like that because
Yeah.
you're right. You could spend a year and a half playing a faction and never use a strat which I don't know, like triggers reroll
Yeah.
wounds on a specific unit.
Yeah,
before.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
now use that unit. It's right in front of you. It's on the data card. You can't miss it,
exactly.
and it doesn't drain the resources of the rest of your army.
No, exactly. I think it's a fresh way of looking at the game, isn't it?
It's an exciting time to be playing some 40k.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, actually, so we went on last turn about my armies, but we didn't actually get to finish off your description of what your armies were doing.
Necrons was the one.
Necrons was the last one. So
Now Necrons are one of those armies that, you know, everyone I think has a collection of them. The models have been very widely available. And suddenly people are seeing perhaps some interesting combinations which will make them more powerful than they have been in certain ways.
Yeah.
And I think they're getting looked at again. It's such a deep model range. There's a lot to explore as well.
yeah, I mean, mine and Kobe's granddad. Shout out, Big Phil.
Big Phil.
Oh, and Steve's granddad. Yeah, sorry, he's actually been adopted by everyone at VT. So he's actually the VT, the granddad of VT. But yeah, he's actually doing Necrons.
Is he?
He's doing Necrons.
Brilliant.
We was looking at the list yesterday. We was building it in the garden, weren't we, Kobe?
I'm disowning him. Yeah.
You're disowning him.
He refuses to put any more than 20 warriors in, so he's fine.
Yeah, so don't worry. He's
got 2 Doomsday arcs in there.
yeah, it's just got 2 Doomsday arcs, which is hilarious to be honest. But yeah, he's doing Necrons as well. There's a lot of Necrons popping up. It's quite thematic. Yeah, it's an interesting army though. I mean, the reanimations is awesome.
The truth is, the edition is going to evolve quite a lot as codexes start to come out. We have a set place and time at the moment.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure that the factions we see on the table will change quite rapidly. We got some thumbs up. It looks like some movements happen, and there's an awful lot more things on the board than there were a minute ago. So let's go back to the guys.
The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town. So God, Jack, run us through what you did, and then
Cool.
Steve, you can tell us all the things you've just done as well.
So I've advanced my intercessors away to get outside of threat range of both units of aberrants. It's a sticky objective, but I've left one on just in case Steve can bring something across. Brought the Black Knights over to get in rapid fire and devastating wounds range of the boys in the middle. What they're called
The
Muscle Beach boys.
The Muscle Beach.
Man.
Yeah.
I've left the Blade Guard in. I'm cleansing the objective with the intercessors.
Yes. So what Jack's also done is spent that CP
Yeah.
to ignore that battle shock, so he can now cleanse.
I see.
Obviously, after we read the card, you can't do it with the battle shock unit. I said, yeah, absolutely. Spend that CP, not be battle shocked, so you can cleanse with that unit, and they're not in engagement range, so they're eligible to do that.
Yeah.
And technically, they could still do it even if they were in combat because they've got a pistol, so they're still eligible to shoot.
That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little, there's some nuances,
I moved the 5-man Deathwing on to charge into there.
Okay.
And by killing some of those models in the charge, that created this little gap to hopefully come down here.
Yeah, so you're 9 inches away from the Acolyte hybrids, and that's
Yeah.
got my Primus and also my Locus in.
Yeah.
Then I brought, obviously not to mention the Lion came steaming forward.
Lions come through, as well.
And then because you didn't get within 9, I now set up my Genestealer Colts and my Genestealers, and also my bikes have come off the battlefield edge over there.
Cool.
Super cool.
Do some shooting.
Let's do some shooting then, yeah. Any questions for the chat? Any super chats?
No super chats just yet. We've had a couple of questions about the games we've been playing. So just to be really clear, the game you can still watch the games that we've played earlier today as well. There is a playlist. Jordan's doing some tremendously complicated stuff with YouTube, but as far as I can tell, it means it's now a playlist of all of our games from the 10th edition.
We have a playlist, Warhammer 40k 10th edition battle reports. If you go on there, view the full playlist, you'll have the links to all the ones tomorrow, all scheduled, and you'll also have the ones that we have played currently up to all the games that we played at 10th edition.
We probably, because we're going to be bringing out some really highly edited, like how long is the battle report that's coming out?
An hour. So it's an hour-long battle report, which is Thousand Suns versus Space Wolves. We also then have Necrons versus Votan after that. And we've got a load of...
We've got World Eaters versus Dark Angels.
Yeah.
Guard versus Orcs.
Guard versus Orcs. We've got Genestealers versus Death Watch.
That's a good one.
These are all in the bank. All we're going to do is drip feed them out over the next coming weeks, and this is the next level of our high production battle reports. And again, it's massively fueled by your membership, so we'll be able to do more and more of these if you enjoy them. So then we can have live battle reports, pre-recorded battle reports. So depending on the flavour, because some people don't want to sit for 4 hours, other people want to while they do a painting sesh. So, there's content for different people, yeah.
Okay.
Just a bit
A lot of discussion about how many reanimators, the correct number of reanimators, but we'll talk about that another time.
Just a bit more admin in my command phase. Lion put the 4 mortal protection on, and the over target is the Muscle Beach in the middle.
Okay, cool.
The Muscle Beachman, the aberrants for stream.
Black Knights overcharging, some within rapid fire.
Yep.
Everything is the aberrants.
And they can all draw a line of sight.
Yeah. To here?
Yeah, this will block, so whoever can't, maybe, I think it's just one guy that can't. It depends if we can draw.
I'll just nudge him back. To
Cool,
the
yeah.
angle.
You would have had plenty of move to stay back as well, so all good. And you're re-rolling those hits.
Yeah. And then reroll. Strength 8, so you'll be toughness 5, won't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Threes.
Let's have a look at their stat line.
-1 to wound.
I'm actually toughness 6, and
With
I'm -1 to wound. Yeah.
Okay.
Was that a strat?
No,
Because the
that's
character's
the
in there.
inbuilt ability.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's 6 mortals.
Okay, cool.
And then he's AP3, 2 damage each.
AP3, so it becomes AP2, still goes through anyway because I've got a 5-up save.
So it's all just straight to...
Feel no pains. And damage 2 each?
Yes.
So I can just
So
chuck them all in together?
No, because the mortals trigger differently. So you can, because you're 3-win models.
I suppose, yeah.
So you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically do this lot separately, right?
Yeah, so I think
2,
you do
4,
those
6,
first.
7, 2, 4, 6, 7, yeah. Yeah, because otherwise I could end up ruining myself because, the way damage spills. We'll put those 3 6s to one side.
Right.
This is all my damage I need to roll.
So 4 dice at a time.
4 dice at a
Yeah.
time, looking
For
for
the-
4s here
Yeah.
because I get 4 plus feel no pain.
Cool.
Okay,
One.
one's taken a wound. Now I'll roll
2 at a time.
2 at a time now, yeah.
He's
Okay,
dead.
so that's 1 aberrant dead,
One
another
dead.
4 at a
Yeah.
time now. Okay,
He's 1
down
wound.
to a wound,
So
and
it takes
then
2 dice.
2 dice to maybe kill him.
It's 2 dead.
And then the last 2, so he
Takes a wound.
takes a wound.
And they can
Now
roll all
you
those
can
at the
roll
same,
your 6
all those at the
mortals
same
together.
time.
Yes, and these are all just
Mortals.
these just need to be 6 damage though, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
you
so
rolled-
it's
yeah,
6.
so I need to roll
it's
6 of
6
these.
mortal wounds.
Yes, 6,
Yep.
yeah.
Just checking that it
Yeah.
was 6, not.
So 2 are dead, 1's taken a wound.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So this might kill him.
It's all mortals,
You
so
can
you
roll
roll
them
it all.
together now.
Yeah, it's just easier for me to remember how many people are. So he's
3
now
dead,
dead,
yeah.
and then 1 might take a mortal wound.
Cool.
He does, yeah. So 3 dead.
Wow. They are ridiculously tanky.
They are ridiculously tanky. We found that in a lot of our games. They really are a lot more durable than, we might think, yeah.
Cool.
Did you overcharge there?
Yes.
How many
That's
guys did
protection
you
used
shoot?
to. 1 dice.
So one of them
Yep.
ends rather ingloriously.
Now you can spend a reroll to reroll that dice, by the way. A
Yeah.
CP is one of those things you can now
Yes. Yeah.
reroll a hazard check for, yeah.
I don't want to shoot there.
Nope.
I'll shoot
you
some
still got
pistols
the
in
chaplain to shoot,
combat.
don't you?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Rerolling. 2 more.
Oh.
Just like that, is it?
Chaplain's
That's cheeky.
doing 1's down to 1.
Sit down, Aberrant.
Oh, not sit down.
Just going to shoot 3 Blade Guard pistols into combat.
Why not?
1 hit.
Oh, that's in the
into-
box.
Nope. Cool. Let's not book
They
about
didn't
that.
fancy it.
Charge phase.
That's what you get for shooting pistols, mate.
Can you measure my charge from the line into the aberrants, please?
Sure can. These guys have to be out the way first.
You can walk through them.
Of course, yes, he's a monster now, yeah. So 4 inches
Well, you can just walk
gets
through
you
your own models now.
to there.
I don't think
cool.
on the charge, right? It's
Then
just
you're within 5, so within 9
in
inches.
movement. You can
So
you
he's
need
making
a-
8.
You need an 8-inch charge to get him in, yeah.
Yep. Lion. Let's do this one first.
Yep.
I need this. Cool.
10, they're in.
Is that right, Steve? So in the charge phase, you can't move over your own models, but in the movement phase, you can move over your own models. Or is it you just move over your own models?
It's just vehicles you can't, I think.
I believe it's just vehicles that can't move over and
Yeah.
through your own
So
friendly
you couldn't
models.
charge through your own unit.
Pretty sure you can because it's just a type of move.
It's a good- and we'll double check it.
Yeah,
during
I mean,
model
it could have been very easy for Jack just to do that anyway and leave him ample space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's go Lion. CP.
Okay, yep.
He's in.
He's in. Oh, this is not going to be
So as
nice.
soon as the line declared a charge, the win percentage thing dramatically shot up.
Then the 8. This is re-rollable to the captain, plus
Yep.
1 because of the champion.
Oh.
Nope.
Okay, and you re-roll this for free.
No.
7, close. Okay.
So Jack, are you on 1 CP left?
I used it to re-roll.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's
And
it.
did the Black Knights want to charge in here?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. They're in 3. Because that just allows you to push back a bit, doesn't it? And get out of my threat range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So I'll swing with the lion first.
Lion.
It's never good when you swing with a lion, is it?
So Steve does have 3 CP, so he could interrupt it.
Does that just kill him?
Unless it's a vehicle, then you take flat free.
What, mortals?
Yeah. If it's a bit, if
What's
it's
your toughness?
So what we're talking about right now is hazardous checks. If you roll a 1 on a character, monster or vehicle, you just take 3 mortal wounds. And if you do on any other type of unit, then it will just be instantly slain, regardless of how many wounds it has left. But you can get quite tricksy by putting like characters with the hazardous rule in a unit as well. And then what you can start to do is deciding where you want to put those wounds.
because the test happens at the same time. So
Yeah.
a good example of that is a psyker and a unit of guardsmen with some sacrificial plasma guns there.
Exactly, yeah.
But what Kobe was asking was, if you have a model 1 protection can you still use them? The answer is yes. So if you take 3 mortal wounds from a hazardous roll, they're just mortal. So if you've got a 4-up in Nora, you roll your 4-ups.
I
Yeah,
want to make sure because the lion had the aura, didn't he? So.
but that's different to if you have psychic defense,
Which is separate again.
which is completely separate because sometimes if you
Because they specifically say a mortal wound inflicted as a result of a psychic attack.
yes, yeah, and it's not a psychic
It's
attack.
not.
It's just mortal wounds.
It's a gun blown up in your hand.
Yeah, I just think if I've got any stratagems here to use, I don't think I really do to help me in any way.
Well,
so
I can think of one. I can think of one, Steve.
yeah,
Costs 2 CP.
yeah, interrupt.
It's quite a good stratagem, I hear.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to do a great deal.
You don't think he's going to take the line down on his own?
I don't think so. No, and I'm pretty sure that
Lack of ambition.
Jack is
there, I
willing for
think.
me to roll out some, dice here if I want to. Lion first.
Yep. So I'm going for the 16 sweeps.
Okay.
And
I
these
think
have sustained hits,
this
is
is
that right? So
sustained hit.
every 6 is an additional hit.
Yeah. And I am oath on this unit.
Well, this should be fun.
Oh dear.
I'm not going to get greedy.
Oh,
it
it
paid off.
Didn't need to get
Good
good.
Right.
work.
Yeah.
Good work, son.
That's 16 attacks and 19 hits, is that right?
15.
15.
19.
90 is 19. Come on.
3's re-rolling.
Minus 1 to wound.
4's re-rolling.
What strength are you?
Strength 8.
Strength 6.
Strength 6.
So it's 4s anyway, because the
Okay.
minus 1 wound doesn't trigger because
Yeah.
your strength isn't greater than
forgot
mine.
about that.
That's all right. Would that have changed what you've done in any
No.
way? You don't care.
Because just roll the dice.
You just
and
roll a
win
million
the
dice.
game.
So these are 2 damage each. No mortals or anything, so...
Just a quick clarification. So, if a character does a psychic power with hazardous, they have to be allocated to that character. Is that correct?
No.
No, I think it will
So-
still go on the unit.
Yeah, so provide if the character is the only thing in the unit that has hazardous,
Yeah.
so a librarian shooting out Terminator bolt, for example, then yes, it would have to go onto the character. But if that unit happened to have a plasma gun in it,
Yeah.
then you could allocate the failed roll to the plasma gun.
Ah, okay. So there we
So
go.
as long as there's
Okay,
another
done.
eligible target.
Yeah. Awesome. I hope that's just clarified for you,
It was
DB.
double these.
Thank you for
2
letting us
damage
know.
each.
Good question.
Yes.
So all those dice need to go back in.
Yeah.
Kills one.
So how many did we hurt?
That's it. So all those need to do.
Roll a few.
Those need to roll.
Okay,
those
so
need to be
we are
doubled.
just rolling Feel No Pains currently for the aberrants
Just double
from
dice.
the Lions.
Okay.
Yeah,
many,
we've already
many-
rolled
Horrifying attacks.
that. 5 more dice.
Look at him. Steve, you've done an amazing job
There's
on the line, by the way.
4.
I love that. That hooded
Yeah.
version of the model.
So all
is
these
so
need to be
cool.
rolled.
Yeah.
And you just
Although,
take
where
the
does he
lost
put his
unit.
wings?
Yeah, I'd put into
That's
one
a good
side.
question.
Okay, yeah.
It's
Does
got
he just take them
different-
off? They like clip on wings.
different helmets for different days.
Let me put my hood up, take my
One more
wings
dead?
off, put them in my backpack. Yeah, he's such a cool model.
One more dead.
Which one do you prefer, the Lion or Gilliman?
I
One more
mean,
dead?
I think the line model is just simply stunning. From a rules perspective,
Take a wing.
both do
Take a
very
wing.
different things.
5 dice.
Yeah.
But that line model is one of my favourite releases from Workshop in a very long time.
Mine's Dante.
The new Dante model is stunning as well. Yeah. And have you
It's
seen
beautiful.
Steve's paint job of him as well?
Would you like to?
Oh, he is beautiful.
He's been hanging out with the guys from Siege too much.
yeah.
yeah.
My chapter master's looking
On
beautiful.
point.
On point.
So how many aberrants did the lion chop up?
Killed 5.
That's a lot of aberrants. I think people maybe underestimate sometimes just how durable aberrants are. But I mean, if anyone's going to kick out some damage, it's going to be the lion.
I am going to spend 2 CPs on them to interrupt.
Okay.
Because if I can take down some Blade Guard, and you don't have the -1 damage on anymore.
Okay, and who's this
So
interrupting?
these are my Acolyte hybrids. I've still got the Rock Swords in there, so it's pretty much the same damage. I'm basically swapping 2 CPs for maybe 1 or 2 killer Blade Guard.
I think it's good use.
3, 4. So this is, have you got any wounded, mate?
No.
So this is the Rock Swords going in first then.
These are the flat 3 damage weapons.
2 damage.
2
Flat
damage.
2 damage.
And I'm re-rolling my hits of 1 and wounds of 1.
Yeah.
Hit on 3s, re-roll 1s, and then
Perfect conversion there.
2s, re-roll 1s. Not a perfect conversion there though.
And
I'll
Jack,
re-roll 1s on my invulnerable saves.
Okay, cool. So re-roll those 2 1s.
Kills a Blade Guard.
Kills a Blade Guard, okay. And then I got the little Sergeant guy with his 5 attacks. That's 4 hits. He's strength 5, reroll 1s. Just
minus
2 saves,
1
please.
victory point for throwing a dice at your opponent.
Saves.
Saves it. Cool. So I just killed a blade guard.
Yep.
And then I'll pick those guys up.
I just want to roll the flail of Unforgiven. Just
You want to roll the flail?
Yeah, I want to roll the flail.
We'll let him roll the flail.
5 attacks. Hit on 2s. Sustained hits. No. That's what you get. Strength 5, strength 6, so 3s, devastating wound. There you go. That's 2 mortals.
Yep.
AP 2 damage.
Well, it would have gone through.
Yeah, so that killed 3.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the stuff picks it up. I just want to see what that flail did.
And it's great
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do that as well, to
Yeah.
still roll out those attacks, right?
Yeah.
So I put another blip down.
You need to roll for it first.
No, these are
Oh,
a
it's battle
troop
line.
unit.
Oh,
These are
okay,
battle
cool.
line. These are battle line. My battle line buddies. I'm going to put that over here, I think. Allows me to free up some stuff then. I'll put that there. Yeah. Or I could be a bit cheeky with these. And that's what I quite like about the old blips, you see. You can start stretching your opponent out a little bit.
I just got to do is get within 9 of it, yeah?
And that's it, yeah. So you could, I suppose you could easily just stay on the objective and string out then and get within 9.
It's sticky objective as well.
Oh, it's sticky objective. Oh,
Yeah.
let's not worry about that then. Let's get over here. Cool, it's going in this building where I've
What are
said.
you doing, Jack? You're supposed to gotcha him with that. Gotcha
Right.
hammer.
Cool. Nice. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so how many CPs is it? Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Well, at the end of your turn, do you want to tell me how many points you scored?
I got cleanse for...
Fight back to the
The fight out of the aberrants, mate.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, you almost got away with that. You almost got away with
Nearly.
that. Well, sorry, you could kill another one in this because, you know...
Oh, he
any
does
of your-
them bouncy.
Yeah,
no.
any of your 6s to save, just ping some mortals
Bouncy,
back.
Right.
bouncy. Is that what we
True.
call the shield?
Just need a,
Yeah, and we're just going to write to Games Workshop to errata the
rule.
the
The
data
Emperor's
file
Shield. No.
to have the bouncy keyword.
Most powerful rule in the game. Bouncy.
So I've got 2 heavy power weapons. Hitting on 3s. Sustain 6s. So
Okay.
that one goes
So
back in.
Yep. I'm T9, minus 1 to wound.
What? T9.
Yeah.
Money strength, ain't?
6s to wound.
Well, that's nothing. Minus 1 to wound all the time. He's stupid. Right, okay, now he's...
So just remind me of the special rule that your aberrants have.
Well, 4 plus 1 pain.
That they took six
and
black
the other one?
knights
And the other one?
and the
Yeah, but
lion.
that's when your strength is greater than my toughness. This
Yeah.
is just, all the time. 3 attacks from the bombant, he cares not. He's going to hit you twice. Strength 12, come on.
So 4s.
Ooh,
1?
1.
I was going to get a 6. Oh, I'll make the save though.
Or if you called out another 6 though, that would have been perfect. Oh, that line is stunning. He just looks dangerous.
So points.
Points. Scores on the doors. What do we got?
3 points for cleanse over here.
Okay, 3 points for
We
Clarence.
can't do home field. And I'm going to discard a tempting target
Give you a CP as well.
and gain a CP.
And Steve, are you on? How many CP are you on at the end of
Well,
the
I'm just thinking I might spend a CP at the end of your turn.
Cool, so he's on 1 currently.
I could go back into the shadows, you see.
With who?
With any unit.
Okay.
Hmm.
Is there still the engagement?
I can't be in
rider?
engagement range.
Yeah.
I can pick 2 battle line units or any other unit. So I think what I'm going to do is save my CPs because I might need +1 to wound against a line if I'm going to take him down. Yeah. Because I need to do something about them. I also need to do something about these guys. I can't have a combat unit not doing anything. Misplayed these slightly, otherwise I would have. Okay, cool. So, right,
So
do I get... Yes, so
At
that's
the
a 2
end of
CPs.
Jack's turn, I have you both on 1 CP,
Yeah.
and we'll go up to 2 for the GSC in your command phase. Yeah.
And I'll go up to 2 as well.
Yep.
And also 169 likes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Neophytes give me an extra CP? No, of course they don't. Okay. My command phase stuff, I need to draw a couple of
Primary,
cards.
please.
Yep. Well, I'm going to get 7 points primary. Bring it down. I need to kill a monster.
Kill a
Great.
lion.
I need defend stronghold to defend my own objective.
Until the end of...
my own, until my next my next turn. Am I going to bring him down? I think it's very, very... Well, I suppose I can shoot you now. That makes life a little bit more interesting. I'm going to try and kill the lion this turn.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to try and do. Let's try and kill him. That sounds fun.
Impossible.
I do owe you a battle shock check now on those labyrinths, so
Yeah. That looks like a fail to me.
they've definitely failed it.
Yeah.
They are not battle shock. They are now battle shock. Yeah. Questions? Any? No.
No. I was just admiring your courage on trying to take the line down this turn.
Yeah.
It's a bold move, Jordan. Let's see how it plays out.
Bold move gone.
Well, we'll be back in 30 seconds, and we'll be able to run through the turn for you.
But before we continue, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, The Outpost. If you're looking for great deals on your miniatures, paints and gaming supplies, we've got you covered. Their wide variety of exceptional service makes them the go-to destination for all hobby needs. So don't wait, check out The Outpost today. Link in the description below.
Okay, well, we're back. So, scores on the doors. Steve's doing pretty well.
Steve is doing well, but it's that crucial point in the game where I still believe that GSC have a better scoring ability.
Yes.
There is no denying that next turn now. It's unfortunate for Jack that he failed that charge out of Deep Strike.
Yep.
But he can't really not connect with all of his units next turn.
Yeah.
So this will have to be probably quite a big damage turn for Steve if he wants to kind of mitigate that hurt coming in.
Well, he is aiming for the lion.
He is aiming for the lion.
Is the lion alone now?
The lion's a lone operative. He's always been, but he's now within 12 inches of a lot of Steve's
Oh,
units.
he's got the lone operative keyword.
If he's within 3 of an infantry unit, or 6.
He has lone operative.
Yes, he has lone operative. You're right. Sorry.
Okay,
Yes.
so currently he does not have...
He's lost his lone operative. Yeah.
Awesome.
But I'm not sure shooting him is what Steve's going to be relying on here.
If you shoot the lion and he gets a 6 on his save, does he just deflect the shot back at you with a mortal wound?
He does. However, if you don't allow him to roll an invulnerable save, it's quite a good way of getting through the lion's defences.
So you just want to grenade him?
Grenading, those jackals look like they could do some work.
He's already got the 40. He's got the command base ability.
Yeah, so sorry. Let me just point out he still has a 4-up feel no pain against mortal wounds.
Yeah.
So he's not done,
No.
but
There's a better chance than a 3-up invul.
it's going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of 4-up rolls that become very important very shortly.
Yeah, exactly. He's a very, very tough cookie, isn't he? The lion. He's in 10th edition. He's had a glow up.
He's aggressively costed.
Yeah.
About 380 some points. Something like
I
that?
think he's still an auto include for that amount of points. He's
I mean, he's
a beast.
He's a beast. He is a lion.
Yeah, exactly.
Just look at how congested the centre of the board is getting now.
I know. The cult has just popped out of everywhere, and it's just like, let's kill him.
I mean, there is going to be a lot of stuff dying. This is the Genestealers coming out to engage now.
Oh wow!
It's like turn 1 all over again.
Yeah. This is definitely not turn 1, guys. We want to clarify that this is turn 3.
Yeah,
is that right? Turn 3 now.
Currently, I'd say a good 80% of both armies are still on the board, which doesn't often happen.
Okay.
Don't worry, guys. We're just sorting out the command points just so we can make sure that you guys have got the right.
Yeah.
Oh no, still not.
Yeah, it seems determined not to let Steve have his other command point. So
There we go.
are. There we fixed it.
Whoa! Mighty 2 command points.
So it's an interesting game so far because although the secondaries have been scoring reasonably well for both people, there's not a huge primary score so far. So we'll see how that changes.
Yes.
Right, it looks like Steve has finished his movement phase. Well, the first part of his movement phase.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's going to do some tricks with his movement phase. So let's go back to Steve.
I've just finished my move. I've got to roll 6 dice with these jackals. They're going to chuck some demolition charges in.
At the lion?
Yeah, at the lion. We're looking for 4s here. Okay, it's 50%.
4 ups. Takes 1.
Oh
So
dear.
he's taken
Okay,
one
that's a
mortal
wound.
so far. So how many does he start with, Jack?
He starts with 10, he's down to 9.
9 wounds left.
Come on. Steve.
I like it. I like the hype. Yeah. So 2, I've had to use everything now. I've even put my 2 neophyte dudes out.
Yeah.
They're going to pop in a couple of shots. Now they're pretty bad. So
Are they grenading?
no, they're just shooting. This is just these guys. The neophytes have popped out with their heavy mining lasers. So I'm literally trying to bring. But first I want to shoot with this unit because then I get the +1 to hit from the guy.
And you also get to throw
I'm
some
going to
more
use the
damage
grenade.
vectors.
I'm going to use the grenade stratagem as well. So from one model in the unit, it's going to use the grenade strat. Okay. So first one, I'm just going to shoot with the Jackal Alphas. He hits. Doesn't wound. It's fine. I get the reroll ones to hit. I now do the heavy flamer. 3 hits.
6s.
6s. That's nothing. The grenade launcher was 1 shot. It misses. But the most important thing is the grenade stratagem is what I want to use
Yep.
with one of the other guys. That's 1 CP. I roll 6 dice. 4s are mortals again. Only 1. You take it.
He's down to 8 wounds.
And now I make another normal move. And within 6, he's cheeky, isn't he? And then roll another 6 dice. Okay, so only 2. It hasn't gone well there. You feel one of them. So you're down to 6 wounds?
7.
Down to 7.
7 wounds. Okay, so we'll start off with these heavy mining lasers now. So I believe I'm hitting on 5s. They miss. Cool. That was short and sweet. These 2 over here. Okay, I'm running out of assets quickly. So the Achilles Ridge Runners. The first one, the mining laser. It's 3 shots. That's what I wanted to see. 3s re-rolling 1s.
Where does 3 rolling 1s come from?
Because I shot you with my sniper dude. It gives me a...
I thought it was +1 to hit.
No, that's because I got a spotter.
Okay.
Yeah. Doesn't matter anyway. Strength 12.
4s.
It wounds, -3.
3 up. Last damage.
D6 +1.
CP.
CP reroll. Forcing that CP out. It's
Right.
okay. Right, then I've got the twin heavy stubbers. It's 3 shots. Do you mind if I just do both of them at the same time? Just speeds it up a little bit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's 6 shots then. Reroll 1s. 3s to hit. Wounding on 6s, but I'm re-rolling because of twin linked. That's nothing. And it's rapid fire, and they're within rapid fire range basically. So it's double the shots, they hit. This is my wounds. Re-roll because of twin link. Just 1 save, please.
2 up.
You love it. Okay, cool. Now the other heavy mining laser. 3
another
shots.
3 shots.
3s. Reroll 1s. Oh, not good on the hit rolls.
4s.
Haven't wounded.
The lion just took everything to the face there.
That's me out of guns. I was expecting a little bit more there out of the mortals.
It's interesting because that was a huge amount of mortal wound potential you threw at him.
So
But-
6 dice 3 times on 4, so it's 18.
9.
9, and how many did I do?
Well, 9, I should save half of them.
Yeah.
So up to 5 full wounds. He did 3, so a little bit. It's just a little bit under. It's not that far off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a huge amount of potential, but it's also
Yes.
one of the best defenses against mortal wounds in the game as well.
So I'm not going to kill him, am I? It's not going to happen. So I'm going to have to just do some damage. The question is, who is most likely? They no longer get devastating wounds anymore because they don't have the Patriarch. So they are going to charge into the...
They do have sustained hits though, right?
These can heroic for free.
Yeah, I'm going to stay outside of 6 of them.
Okay.
So I'm going to charge with this unit. They don't have a captain in, do they? They got a chaplain, right?
Yep.
Okay, so this unit, they're only strength 4 though, and your toughness 5, so I'm only
Yeah.
wounding on 5s. Well, the aberrants are going to go into the lion.
Someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to go in, haven't they? They're going to step up.
They're in.
They're in on an 8. Okay. This is very spicy. This is... He's very scary. Like, crazy so. Move myself like that. He doesn't really need to fight. I don't care about him. Okay, so next up we're going to go with the Genestealers, and they're going to charge the bikes.
Okay.
They rolled a 5, so I'm really going to struggle now to get myself in
Many
combat.
attacks,
Yeah, I need a much bigger charge than that, really.
So how many can swing?
Well, that's what I'm going to figure out. Who's basically within 9 inches, because I can get base to base of one of my models, right? So my base is an inch.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, so they are slightly more effective this time because of they came from below rules. So they've all got sustained hits still.
Yeah. So they will be able to fight, but what I wanted to do was get this unit in as well.
Okay, so that blocks their charge.
That blocks their charge now because I
Yeah.
won't have the distance for it. So they'll just go base to base to base.
Yep.
So that means I'm going to have to put the Acolyte hybrids into the Lion
Yep.
on a 7. So they will be in with a 10 anyway. Cool. Okay, this is pretty scary. Can I take down the Lion? Let's see if he's made of sterner stuff. He certainly had a glow up, hasn't he, since
Yeah, just a little bit.
9th
I mean,
edition.
look at that beautiful shot.
One guy's not going to be able to swing.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, he looks like a real Lord of War there.
Now here's the problem.
Go on, Steve. What's the problem?
Jack fights first.
Now what rule would that be? Would that be the fights first rule?
It's called the fight first rule, yeah.
It's a good
and
rule, turns out.
It turns out it's a very good rule when you put it on an unkillable model from range. So, yes.
So, Jack.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. What's the answer to that?
I've got 2 combat E characters in here. Like, they're okay, like damage 2
Can you
each.
tell me about the Aberrant's profile? I just want to look at their profile.
So they're getting 3 attacks each.
AP2.
They get extra attacks as well, what I forgot to roll last time, but it's not really going to do much anyway. They are flat damage 3 if any go through, minus
Yeah.
2, okay?
So there's characters in this unit, yeah?
Yes. How many CPs have I got? What, 2?
Yeah, you both have 2 CP.
Yeah, I
I'm
thought
going to
so.
go into the Aberrants. 2,
Uh,
4, 6, 8.
No, only one of them has. Jack, you have 1 CP.
Yes.
I got 2,
And you've
yeah.
got 2, yeah.
Okay, ignore me
Yeah.
entirely.
No, I think
I
Go
can't
into the
read.
Aberrants.
So I'm
it
going
was
to.
covered up. so-
I have to declare this now. I'm going to spend 2 CPs, a coordinated trap, so I'm going to get +1 to wound against them in combat.
Okay.
With whatever's left, basically, because I have to pick 2 units, which
Yeah.
there are. Yeah, 2
So
CPs. I'm out of CPs now.
everything to the...
No, you were out of CP because you used one on grenade strap.
Yeah, you only had 1.
Yeah, you had 2 at the start of the turn.
Yeah.
There wasn't a grenade strats and ability,
No,
right?
yeah, he also
Use it 3
Oh.
times.
Was
so,
I not on 3 CPs at the start of the turn?
No.
No,
I was
yeah.
on 2.
Yeah.
Okay, forget it then, yeah. All right, cool.
So into the
That's why I
Aberrants.
wanted to check, yeah. I know I definitely had at least 1, yeah.
So the sustained hits, so 5
Yep.
extra hits. Wounding on 4s.
Minus 1 to wound, yeah.
Just mind your head on.
Yeah, top down cam.
No re-rolls.
No,
There you go.
these are my 4 up.
So 2 damage each.
2, so let's just double this up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I need 9 dice, please. Oh, okay, so 4 at a time.
Yep.
4s. 1 with a wound left.
One
He's
dead.
now dead. So 1's dead so far.
Yep.
Next one,
Kills 2.
2 dead. Next one.
3 dead.
It's not good, guys. Okay,
So 3 dead and 1's on 1 wound.
yeah.
Look, what's the point of a 4-up field no pain if you're just going to roll 1s to 3, Steve?
You tell me, mate. I'm out of it. I don't know. 3 are dead. It's a shame. Okay.
It's all you.
So it's all me now.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And you can't interrupt over there, can you?
No.
All right. Well, let's see what this unit here can do then. The
Saws.
The saws, yeah. Just as many attacks as I can possibly chuck in there. 2, 4, 6, 8 attacks.
Yeah.
I'm only getting rerolls to hit because of the Primus. It's 4 rerolls to hit, I believe, but no rerolls
Oh.
to wound. Just a reroll hit roll.
Okay.
Well, I hit anyway. This unit haven't set up, so no sustained. And then I'm strength 8, so 6s because I'm -1 to wounds. Just 2 wounds, yeah.
3 ups.
And that'll be just 2 damage.
Yep. Done to 5.
Then we've got his attacks. We'll go with a bone saw, 5 attacks. He hits on 2s. Reroll any misses. And then he's going to need 6s as well. That's 1 from him, -2, 1 damage.
Saved it.
You saved it. Where's my acolyte unit? We've then also got, if I've already fought with 4, and the 4 units still there.
You've fought with 5. Because you have 4 rock saws. So you have 5 models left.
That was the Primus, the captain.
Oh, okay, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
This is now the sergeant of that
Yeah.
squad. He hits, looking for 6s. Nothing. So that means 5 have now fought. 1 can't, so I've got now 4 left that I can fight with their just Colt knives. 1, 2,
What's the AP of this?
3, 4. This is AP1, this next attack.
Armour of Contempt.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
no.
Don't think it's worth it, is it?
No.
So they can now drown in 6s here. You'll regret that.
Just 2.
These are 1 damage.
Yeah.
It's mortal. There's 1 aberrant on a wound. So on the aberrant, mortal.
You can. It's not the target. It's not the unit that targeted
good
it.
check. Each time.
I think we've gone out.
The attacking model, yes.
So the acolyte that couldn't fight is dead. Okay, then we've got the Locust. See what he can do. He's also in that unit because they can join 2. So 5 attacks. He's hit with all of them.
6 is sustained, right?
Not with the Locust, no.
Oh, okay, sorry.
6 is to wounds. Nothing. Cool. Aberrant time. So, Biologus, he gives the unit lethal hits.
Oh, that's very good against the
big,
line.
yeah.
Very
Yeah,
good.
that's why I needed. I was hoping for that and the +1 to wound. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Just going to see if there's any
6,
stratagems I could be using.
7. So this is AP2, mate.
AP2, so Armour Contempt does nothing.
He can't do -1 damage because I made it 2 CPs. He's only got
Yep.
1 left.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I had to re-roll a minor laser save.
Cheeky devil.
No re-rolls to hit.
But
Hit on 3s.
3 automatic wounds.
3 automatic wounds, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And now 6 on all this lot, basically.
And this one didn't come off from Deep Strike?
No, this is the aberrant.
Only 1 more 6.
Cool. So I've got a CP.
Yep.
I've got 5 wounds. That's a mortal back. That's a save. That's a save. 2 mortals back to you. They're all saved. 2 4-ups, kill that guy, and a wound goes over.
Cool. I love the lion.
I don't know about you,
he's
Jordan.
he's
but I thoroughly
great,
enjoyed
everybody.
Local Six Days,
So,
that was a face of desperation
right.
or stress.
Aberrants, they got extra attacks 3, 6, 7. They got the extra attack profile with their tails. 6s, ideally, we're looking for here. We hit on 3s, looking for more 6s. 1, 2 saves, minus nothing, 1 damage. You love it. Probably would have just done mortal wounds back to me anyway. Now, these guys, the Steelers.
What AP are these?
These got AP2, I believe.
That's AP1, 2, so 4. So I will Armour Contempt that.
Yeah, so I'm strength 4, 4 attacks each. 1, 2, 3,
Do you have sustained hits, right?
4, 5. Yeah. 6. Could you?
Oh.
7. Could you get me 3 lots of 4, so 12 more dice, please? It is so hot in here, guys. It's getting very warm.
I think it's about 40 degrees, especially where you're standing.
Yeah.
That's 6 to 12.
I'm shredding weight, helping the summer cut.
2s.
2s and 6s explode.
There's a lot of 6s.
Yes. How many 6s have we got, mate? That's a 1
6,
there.
7, 8, 9, 10.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 1 more attack. Cool. So 1 extra than my misses,
Yeah.
which is about what you'd expect, right? When if you've got,
Yeah, hit on
It
2s.
should be
It's about
exactly the same.
100%.
it should be 100% hit rate, yeah. I just had 1 extra dice.
Yeah.
Just wish you had
5,
Steve.
5s to wound.
Yeah. See, that was not so great. Yeah.
So these are 4-up saves.
Yeah.
Don't Don't worry, I've got your back. So kills 1,
Yep.
and 1's down to 1.
Okay. These guys
So
are
I
not
can-
long for the world now.
Hit your back there.
You can hit me back, yeah.
I know the chaplain gives them +1 to wound in combat.
Yep. So you get, yeah.
So 3 attacks.
Is it lance or is it just +1 to wound?
Just +1 to wound.
+1 to wound, because lance was only, you get that on the
It's
charge.
on the charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Knights.
You 2 damage?
Oh, you're Steelers, aren't you? So I'll go with the now I'm 1 damage with the Black Knight. So I'll go with the chaplain first.
Okay.
Chaplain is 5 attacks.
Nice.
AP 1. So 4 ups and
5 up invuns.
2 damage each.
2 dead.
And now there's 4 Black Knights. And
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
2's to wound. There you go. There you go. AP 2.
5 ups.
1 damage each.
2 more dead.
Yeah.
Cool. Whew.
It's quite a big difference when they don't have the Patriarch leading them, isn't it?
Yeah, the devastating wounds, losing that from that unit really takes the heat out of it. And of course, I'm wounding on 5s as well, rather than
Yeah,
fours.
it's quite interesting to see how the units play once they do come back, because although on the face of it, it's terrifying when everything comes back, it is at reduced effectiveness.
Yeah, it really is. Like the aberrants, if they come back, they won't be -1 to wound because they don't have a character leading them. They won't be lethal hits or sustained hits, so they're losing a combat ability and also a defensive ability. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they also take some normally, because you don't want to set your blips up in a way where you can get.
You just lose them, sure.
So you then take in another turn, really. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. The more I see this ability play out, the more I think it's just a really cool way to play the game.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's the end of my turn. I did not kill the lion.
So
No, bring it down.
at the end of that turn, then tell me what you did score.
Nothing.
Not a thing, not a sausage.
How many wounds has he got left?
5.
I mean, you did some damage to it.
Cool. Well, I'll keep bringing it down on the off chance I manage to kill him at some point in this game.
You've done more damage to me than I have to you. Generally. Across the game.
Doesn't matter, you killed remembrance.
Okay, so moving into Jack's turn
Command phase.
3 command phase.
Yeah.
How many points he's got?
5 to 7.
7 points,
7
yeah.
primary. Okay, and do you have to draw any new cards?
I need to do a battle shock for the intercessors. They fail,
Failed, yeah.
which doesn't matter this turn.
Yep.
I'm up to 2 CP.
How many wounds does the lion have?
5. 10.
Starts with 10.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need a battle shock check. Okay.
Below half.
Yeah.
So
You've got to be
draw-
below half, yeah.
Draw cards. Defend stronghold.
Nice.
Touch defend my home. Extend
Yeah.
battle lines.
Yeah.
So that's that and that.
You got it?
Yeah.
You've already done it? Yeah, nice.
When I fall back, can I fall back over you?
Providing you make a desperate breakout test,
So that's the only way I can ignore your models.
and it's on a 1s or 2s, you'll lose models, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go into Jack's movement phase. Turn the mics off, get the top down.
Awesome.
We'll have a chat.
Yeah, let's go for it. Right. Oh yeah, oath.
Oh,
We'll let them discuss it, and then when they
they'll
come
tell
back
us.
to it, yeah.
So thank you very much, Kev, for. Oh, he's a lieutenant. So the lieutenant here is going away.
Yeah, so basically, Kev, if you go onto your YouTube membership for us, change the tier just to go to the
Member.
VT member tier, because that one will be staying and you'll get all the benefits. And also remember to go onto the website, the link is in the description, and fill out the quiz that we have. That will obviously give us your email, so then we can put you in for some nice...
Quite a lot of prizes.
yeah, a lot
Leviathan
of
box up for
prizes.
grab. There's £100 voucher to the Outpost. There's
Yeah.
access to the Academy. There's a $150 voucher to Frontline Gaming.
Exactly.
As these go on, I'm going to start remembering the rest of them.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting it.
I'm
You're
getting
it.
there. There's so many on there. You want it, we've probably got it.
Exactly. We do have a question though from King Dino.
Go on, King Dino.
Is the Lion OP in 10th, or do the Genestealer cult just not hit hard enough against powerful heroes?
I think that is an interesting question.
Do you want to answer that, Steve?
Yeah, go on. Let's ask Steve what he thinks. Can we...
I don't think a character of that stature having a 3+ invulnerable save should have fight first. Because he is unchargeable by combat armies. If you play World Eaters, if you play Blood Angels, you simply... Because Blood Angels don't have enough shots to kill the infantry near him, so he's always a lone operator. So the only way to kill him is in combat. You can't touch him, and everything he touches, he destroys. And he's he's in the middle of the table holding his own right now. He is taking guys down left, right, and centre. I've got one of the most durable units in the game, I would say.
Yeah,
definitely.
And that's a good 400-point unit I've got by the time you include the character. So, yes, very strong.
I think what I've noticed with the line is you can either kill him or you can't. There's very little in between.
Yeah.
You either are so powerful that you can just snap him off and probably doesn't mean very much to you, or you're simply never going to interact with them.
And realistically, that's knights, right? So they can do the mortal wounds from charging. They've got loads of combat
Thunder
attacks.
harpoon or something. Or
That's it, yeah. Whereas even with this army with a good amount of mortal wounds, you're still saving 50% of those. So it's tough. He's really hard to take down. Yeah, even
Basically,
without those out of sequence stuff.
aggressively
the list
pointed.
of armies that can deal with him are significantly less than the ones that can.
How many points is he?
380, I believe.
Yeah, I think even if he was 550, still worth it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He's an auto include in every Dark Angels list, really, isn't he?
So you swing, then I swing.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So on oath, the Aberrants.
Yep.
If I kill these two, you get the 4 up and you can win the whole unit.
Okay.
Awesome. So back to us.
How do we think this game's shaping up right now? Because I think this has been quite a big turning point for Steve.
I think it was a bold play from Steve to try and kill the lion.
I think it was the right play.
It was the right play, but it was one of those where it was either going to work or it wasn't.
Well, yeah, 'cause you can't just let that become molested.
It's like winning a lottery. You either win or you don't.
Exactly. Yeah. It's you haven't. You've either got one option.
This is,
or
this
the
is
other.
football commentary, isn't it?
It
This
is.
is great. I want to see him get it in the net. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a game of two halves. You know, it really is. It's a game of two halves, guys. So
You either score or you don't.
What I would say now is, although Steve didn't kill
back
the
to them.
lion,
Yeah.
look at him. He's stuck. He can't go anywhere.
I think he's fine with that though. He's tied down about 700 points of Steve's army in the middle of the board and just looking at him like,
But
bring it on, mate.
But like I said at the beginning of the game, the important thing is not just what can I kill, what can I not kill. And Steve still has maneuverability to run around and score objectives. So although, yeah, Jack has a lot of killing power left and he's a lot of durability, that's not how you win the game. The game is not, did I kill more Genestealer cult? It's, did Genestealer cult manage to achieve all their objectives?
That's true. His list is kind of racking up though.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
He's gone past an A4 piece of paper every unit he's killed, so
Yeah, look,
it's awesome to look at the piece of paper of the amount of units he has killed. But I do agree with you. The Genestealer cults
it's not
do
over
have
yet.
no.
Yeah.
The game is about points.
And
Points mean
you know,
prizes.
we can see the scores. We can see that it's actually still relatively close.
Yep.
It's going to, as we've said all along, it's going to come down to what do these last 2 turns of the game look like?
Yep.
Has Steve managed to pin Jack in place enough what he scores?
Yep.
Because if Steve loses all of his models, that doesn't matter if he can score those points.
Paul Bridge, just to answer your question, so the data cards come in the Leviathan box, and GW kindly gave us a preview copy, so we got the cards from that box, but they will be out next week on Saturday.
So the data cards are separate to the
Oh, the
Leviathan.
data cards, sorry.
The actual physical cards, yeah. So
Right,
they'll be on sale, I think, from next week or possibly the week after.
Yeah.
We'll
find out tomorrow
find out.
what becomes on pre-order for next week. If you go into Warhammer Community, it will tell you exactly. I think roughly around 6 o'clock ish.
Yeah, there's so many releases coming up. I have to admit, I have lost track. Okay, back to the table. Steve, you look very happy.
Well,
Give us
although
a
I
shimmy.
didn't, although
Hey!
although I didn't kill the lion, it has caused you a few conundrums because I am fighting first there because I've
Yeah.
got the fight first keyword. So my locust unit will go before the lion.
Ooh, cheeky.
Yeah, so that's kind of,
cheeky
and you
man.
can't shoot because obviously then you'd have to fall back, take a desperate breakout, a test. You
no
could roll a
fancy.
1 or a 2, you could
Yeah.
die. But you spent some CPs on your bikes, haven't you?
Yeah, I spent a CP on the Black Knights to fall back, shoot and charge.
Yep.
That's 1 CP.
Mm-hmm.
So they've just shuffled back to get in range of the bikes.
Now remember, that's the only unit that can shoot them, isn't it?
You can play a strat to make them not targetable.
Yeah.
I couldn't go through you anyway, so don't take a desperate breakout.
So I'm happy for you to not spend the CP, because obviously then you could just charge them
Yeah.
with the Terminators or
Yeah,
something,
okay.
if you prefer.
Yeah.
Or you force
I
me to
completely
spend the
forgot
CP.
about that strat.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. The Blade Guard advanced back on. Because they are OC2 with the banner.
Yep.
So I'm just getting some OC over there. I don't want to kill that Aberranth because I don't want you to roll to bring her back.
Yep. Fair enough.
So I'm just going to take the hit on the chin
Yep.
and see what happens.
Okay, yeah.
This unit's moved up to go for a long bomb into the fight first unit.
Yep.
Yes, you'll still swing, but then I should deal with that.
You should, yeah.
Then the Deathwing Knights have moved up to hit the Steelers.
Okay. And you still got the bikes on the objective anyway.
Yeah, sticky as well because the Intercessors
Ah,
here
of
advancing.
course. Because they held it at the end. Like,
Yeah.
That's sticky objectives.
I do like it. It was very good in 9th when they brought it in,
Yeah.
and now it's an inbuilt ability on the Intercessor shit. I think one unit at the back, just sticky that one in the early game, and then you can bring it out.
Also because in 10th edition you have a lot less units, because now all your characters are joining units. So you've literally got, I'd say, maybe 50% less units on the table. So having this ability, you can't just leave a character behind there anymore like you used to be able to. So yeah, that sticking the objective moving on is great ability. Right, where are you going next, mate?
Just shoot these 5 Intercessors here.
All right then, treat yourself.
Cool.
Watch the
Wreck the
terrain.
joint.
You invite him over,
Yeah.
look what he does.
I know. Get this lovely terrain out, beautifully painted, frontline
Trees.
gaming terrain.
Link in the description.
Plug.
Plug!
Oosh. On your Genestealer,
What's
please.
this set called? It's not called the Sisters Terrain, which is what I keep calling it.
No, it's
Imperial Sanctuary.
the Imperial Sanctuary. That is a collaboration with ourselves and Frontline Gaming. And as I said, the
Oh,
link
shit,
is in
these.
the description. You need to go purchase it now.
And they're
And they
assault
do
and
send to the
heavy.
UK as well, even
Take
though
it
it's
to-
an American-based company. You can purchase it if you're in the UK, and it is amazing set of terrain.
I like the way it looks. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think this has been rotated into their event packs as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think
I'm sure I played on this at LVO.
yeah. I think this was actually previewed at LVO.
I think that's right. Yeah, I
yeah.
think I lost quite badly when I was on that terrain.
Oh, did you? It's new edition. Okay,
It's a new edition.
It's new edition. New edition, new Rhino.
You're right. I need to lose that nickname at some point.
You're stuck with it now, buddy.
I know. I'll never shake it.
Now that I know the story behind it, you're stuck with it. With artillery units everywhere, units that can sticky and objective are a lot more valuable. That's very true.
That's true. And yeah, there's people talking in the chat. So the data cards, they're just essentially physical printouts of the indexes.
Yeah,
There's
so-
no new information on them. They're quite nice. I quite like them.
Yeah.
They're very convenient to have.
As you said, they are going to be on sale potentially. Yeah. Yeah, they are on sale soon.
We're into the charge phase now.
Oh, okay. Oh, you ready?
So
Okay, go back to the
done
table.
some incidental shooting, picked up a couple of Genestealers. The Lion killed a couple guys in combat in the fight first squad with his pistol.
Yep.
Now for the charges.
Okay, where are you starting? Terminator team.
Go for the 9.
Yep.
Re-rolls.
Reroll because the captain. If that was Captain Vanguard, he would have done it.
Yeah,
but
I
you
should
know.
have subbed them in.
Yeah.
The Deathwing Knights into the Steelers.
Yep.
Captain
You're in?
Vanguard's dead now.
He is.
8.
Angron killed him.
Angron did
Jack, how many
destroy him.
CP have you got? Do you still
2.
gain 2 a turn? You're on 2.
Yeah, because Asriel's still on the board.
Shame.
Steve, you're on 2 as well?
I'm on 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's game changing.
No, it would be
No,
on
you're
2
on
now.
2.
You're on
Because
2,
you got
yeah,
one
I'm on
this
He
turn.
didn't spend it.
Okay, it's not so game changing.
Yeah.
Game changer.
I forgot to put it on at the start of his turn, yeah.
They failed. So they're in.
Yeah.
That's outside of an inch.
Can't go within engagement range of those
Bad
guys. You
So
didn't
that's all
declare
done.
them.
So is it this your first activation?
That's right, yeah. So now this unit here with the Locust would now fight, okay? So we'll go with the Rock
So
Swords.
at the beginning of the combat phase, Steve,
Yep.
are you going to use any strats that trigger now?
No, because I'm unlikely to kill him. It's 2 CPs,
Gotcha.
and you're going to wipe the Aberrants anyway. So
Yeah. I'm going to spend 2 CP for -1 damage.
fair enough, yeah. So 8 attacks here. Hit all the times. And then looking for 6s, nothing. Cool. Yeah. I can't really be bothered. I mean, I'll roll out. This is just the Primus and the
Yeah.
Locust together, okay? I'm not really going to do much. They've pretty much got the same profile. If I roll any 6s, it's 1 damage anyway. So 3 on your invuns, 1 damage. You're
Take
fine.
2 mortals.
Yeah. And let's not worry about the other dudes. It's not going to do anything.
2 mortals back to you.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, I probably should roll out my other attacks then, shouldn't I? Because you could force me to do that.
Yeah, I don't believe it's optional to.
Yeah, I was just trying to speed it up for everybody's sake at home, but because of this stupid bounce back one,
Cool, 2 dead.
Steve seems like he's really enjoying playing the Lions.
I hate the lion. I hate. Beautiful model though, like
beautiful.
stunning model.
It-
Painted them?
I painted.
So
Great
So-
book as well.
the lion goes in.
Yeah, into the aberrants. Yeah. Fair.
16 attacks.
Yeah.
So 16 attacks on 2s with sustained hits. So it should be 16 hits.
Sustained hits with this graphic popping
Although-
up now.
Remind me, who's your oath target?
It is these.
It is the
Yeah,
aberrants.
because I was anticipating to survive the fight first unit, and I put all my attacks into the aberrants.
Nice flex, I like that.
Oh,
I anticipated
I
to survive your
anticipated
move.
to survive.
Cool.
Did more wounds back to
5,
them than they
no.
did to him.
4 dice.
So,
Stupid.
so was that 21 hits you've got now?
Something like that.
Okay, I like this.
4's rerolling.
I might as, oh wow, the one time I needed you not to have rerolls because that would have been lovely. You got 3
That's
sixes
complete.
so far for me. 6s do anything?
6's no.
Okay.
That's all 2 damage each.
Shock. Right, so, great. 4, 8, 10, 10, 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
Don't want the unit to die. I want one to survive.
Okay.
He's taking a wound.
Yes, he's got 2 wounds. He's got
He's got
1 wound
wound
left.
Yeah.
He's now dead.
So one's dead.
Right,
I'll,
get-
I'll count you guys here.
Thank you, mate. First one.
2 are dead.
2 are dead. You didn't want them to die, mate,
No,
did
no,
you?
Can you?
Start rolling better.
So one's onto 1. He survives. Survives. Okay.
This guy
This
ain't
guy,
going down.
he's down.
dead.
3
Okay.
dead.
He took a few swings, though.
Yeah. 1 to 1. 4 are dead. And the last one, take a wound. So the unit is not dead.
How many has he got left?
It's got 1 model left.
One.
2
Was
wounds.
that the perfect outcome for you? Was it?
Yes.
Three.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I
I've
mean,
actually got 2 models left.
Character.
No, he's just a nicely painted one. He's just an aberrant.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you lost 4.
I got 4.
Oh, okay, cool. So
God, do better, Jack. You could have got another one there.
yeah, that's it. Just needed 1 more.
Okay.
Do I swing here? Because I'm fight first because I charged.
You absolutely do, yeah.
Sorry, Steve. We needed someone. Douglas Jones has just put needed Johnson wound counter overlay.
Johnson.
Johnson wounds. Deflect.
I like it. Damage done versus damage dealt simply from saves. Yeah.
Flare 11 forgiven. 2s, exploding 6s.
Surely we're in double digits at this point with the amount of wounds he's done back.
3s, devastating wounds. So 1 Steeler's dead, 2 Invans. So 2 Steelers dead.
Yep.
Then the maces.
I'm happy to pick them up, mate. There's
Cool.
2 guys left, so let's
Cool.
not,
That's
keep
done.
everybody at home, waiting.
So I could pile into the fight first unit.
You can, yeah, because they've already fought.
When you pick that unit stealers up,
Yep.
you gonna roll the dice?
Oh, let's see if they come back. Yeah, they do.
It's 100% success.
Do the GSC shuffle.
Yes, it can.
Yeah. I haven't killed a single unit yet.
You're doing well, mate.
Yeah. Well, I have, but they've come back every time.
Steve, where's the shuffle?
If only you could take no
Hang on a minute. I'll do the shuffle in a minute. I'm just
Okay,
working
okay.
something out here.
We're shuffling for you.
Yeah.
We're shuffling for you.
Shuffle,
So
shuffle.
Your aberrants.
Yes, come on, Habbies. Right. Still got lethal hits.
Abbeys.
And then my character can get in amongst it as well. So, come on, Abbeys.
They've had a whiff up.
Well, that's 1 automatic win, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. 6. No, just the one then, mate.
Look on the right side.
Ooh!
I did -1 damage.
So it becomes 2 damage.
Yep, down to
3. Okay. Now we use the little Biologus attack because he can, once per game, mate, make his damage and attacks improve it by 3. He's going to basically inject himself. So, he's got anti-infantry 2+. Unfortunately, you're a stupid monster. So, 4 attacks. They automatically wound. Have
AP.
a bit of that. AP lots because it's AP3. And these are going to be D3 and it's flat 3 damage each.
So it's AP 0.
Yep, but I'm improving it by 3. Oh no, improve the attacks And damage, not the arm penetration. Sorry. So just one goes through.
Oh, it's damage 3.
And it's damage 3.
He's dead.
He's killed the lion!
Oh, -1 damage. Yes, I've got 1 left.
Oh.
Yay!
2 CP well spent.
But I got 2 extra attacks from the tails.
Oh.
1 wounds.
How did you get the 2 wounds? Do you get 2 6s to
He
wound?
rolled 2 6s to hit.
Yeah, because you
which
improve
meant
the attacks characteristic by 3.
And you wounded on 6s.
the unit has
Lethal.
lethal hits.
Oh, that was it. Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
yeah.
Don't roll a 1. Okay. Phew.
Should have rolled a 6 there just to show him his buff.
So he's only on 1
Ping
wound.
him.
He's on 1 wound now.
I quit 40k. I'm done. It's too much for me.
Okay. So close to bring it down.
Okay, so we have a few things just to run over from the chat.
Sure.
So Harkin Mild has just said, "Hey VT, how do you feel about the epic heroes don't give their own buff to themselves? Kind of misses the point of being an epic hero, in my opinion."
Like leader abilities, like
Yeah.
whilst this leader's leading. Yeah, it's. I would have liked to personally see them just say, hey, this model and the unit gets this. Because that, for me, in my opinion, is not simple, but certainly simplified.
Yeah.
As soon as you start having this kind of, well, actually, especially when it's a psychic power, you're like, oh, hang on a minute, I've forgotten that. Dave, did you have that power?
Or the Genestealer losing access to devastating wounds because he's not shouting at anyone anymore.
Yeah, his own guy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so yeah, the patriarch. You mean? Yeah, that guy.
And
yeah.
then the last one from Paul Bridge. Getting back into 40k after many years, please explain why did you not want the unit to die with that last aberrant?
Oh, because of Steve's army ability, you can roll a 4 up to bring the full unit back, and because it's so difficult to kill, I just don't want that.
And I'm really sorry, but just double check the data sheet, please, for the biologist, and read his damage characteristic on his combat attack.
3.
Oh, it's D3.
So it's
And
D3
improve
plus
the attacks
3.
characteristics plus 3. So it's D3 plus 3. It's not instead of. Yeah. Once per, if it does until the end of the phase, improve the attacks and damage characteristic of its by 3. Because I rolled 3 attacks. I should have rolled 4 attacks actually.
The syringe boy has killed the lion.
Yep.
Yeah.
No! Shuffle! Genestealer shuffle!
Yes. I just thought it was instead of 3
Yeah.
attacks and flat damage 3.
And thanks to chat. Chat caught that for us. So
Thanks, chat.
This is again one of the great things about doing this live on stream. It's a new edition.
Yeah.
It's not just 2 people reading. I hope they got it right. There's hundreds of people.
You think how many games of 40k we've played in the last couple of weeks with all the different battle reports. You can like these little things. You kind of go right. I got the essence of it, but that's fantastic. I just thought it was a swappy, 3 versus 3.
Oh,
Sorry, mate. I tried to help you.
Yeah.
Here we go. Blame the chat.
My
Yes!
points.
Your points. Look at the points.
So I get 5 for extend battle lines, and I am defending my stronghold.
However, Steve,
Yes.
have you just scored a secondary as well?
Bring it down.
How many
Yes.
points?
3, and an extra one because I get 2 base. He's 10 wounds. That's 3,
Yeah.
and it's tactical, so 4.
Cool.
And I then defended the stronghold as well for another 3 points. So 7 that turn for me.
And how many CP are you both on at the end of that turn?
I'm on 0.
I'm on 2, but going up to 3.
I'm going to
Sorry,
1.
Jack, just tell me your scores
I've
for
got
that turn
5.
again. 5 for the
Yeah.
turn, yeah.
And I'm defending a stronghold at the moment.
Can the neophytes give me another CP? No,
No, they don't like it.
They've been consistently bad on that one. Yeah, but I've been consistently great on the others. So you take what you get.
Favourite comment so far? Biologist OP.
Needs a balance that it's like just on him.
It's just that injection.
Nerf the biologist.
You just
So-
injected paracetamol into him and he's just killed the lion.
Because I was like, I'm not even going to bother. And I was like, actually, I'm glad I did, Biologus, man. Good boy. Got no prisoners, and I've got extend battle lines. So extend battle lines is one you had, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where I've just got to hold that objective.
Yeah, job done.
Easy. No prisoners. Basically, I destroy a unit. Every time I do it, I get 2 VPs for killing a unit. Right, so onto my movement phase. You can mute us, and yeah, I'll try and do some moving quickly.
Awesome. So the last, what was the secondary, sorry? So no prisoners. Perfect. So should we just run over no prisoners just so...
Yeah, so no prisoners. Steve just went over it, but just for those of you who
just
didn't
to
hear,
clarify.
it's quite simple now. Kill a unit, score VP.
Yeah.
Well, score 2 VP, maximum 5, I believe, for the turn.
Oh, okay. Okay, so,
So-
you
so
get
if you
2
kill-
victory points per unit you kill.
Yeah, so if you kill 3 units, you get 5 VP.
Okay, brilliant.
And if you kill 3 Dark Angels units, then you're doing something right.
You deserve to win a game.
I think so. Quite a
But-
big change there.
Let's just clarify. The lion's dead, Chris.
The lion is
gone.
dead. The lion's gone.
Killed by a scientist.
And this is what we were saying, that it doesn't take a lot in a game of 40k when you've got so few units. Like, this is quite an expensive, quite elite army.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
every time you do lose something, it really hurts.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And Steve's almost at full efficiency still. He's lost some characters. Some units are under strength.
It can be quite distracting, really, for your opponent when they're just constantly trying to deal with threats, and instead of
And
like,
they just keep coming.
yeah, exactly, because then you're constantly under pressure of like, even if it's not that much of a hitty unit, it's still scary because it's another unit that can potentially
Yeah.
stop you from doing something in that turn.
Couple of neophytes can stand on objective just as well as a knight.
Exactly. And what's the OC on neophytes? Do you know?
Oh,
They're
I'm
probably like
going
2.
to guess it's 2
Yeah.
off the top of my head. But.
So yeah, they're very efficient at taking objectives.
And if you look at the way the match is shaping up now, Jack still has a lot of his army left,
Yeah.
but it's still relatively constrained in where it is.
Yep.
Just allowing Steve to do what he really wants to be doing here, which is spread out across the board, not get overwhelmed in any one
Yeah,
place,
yeah,
and keep hoping he draws cards that he can score.
Exactly. But
Because this is a tough one for him, because no prisoners is just a direct kill things
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
Which that's what Jack wants Steve to be drawing, because that's the thing he can defend against the best.
Exactly. I mean, if, as you just said, though, the Dark Angels are still on the one side of the board. The weight of numbers has actually pinned the Dark Angels in. I mean, there was a break with the Outriders on the one flank, but
that's not Steve having it all his own way. Jack can play this very defensive game. He's got to
Yeah.
defend his own stronghold at the moment.
exactly.
So the scores are close.
Yeah.
This is still all to play for.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, losing the line is like losing your favourite toy.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was
It
going with that
hurts.
analogy.
Yes.
But it's not the end. You've got plenty more things on the table. He is less than 20% of the army.
So, Gurgley has just said, they place the blip anywhere? If yes, they can really stretch out elite armies.
Yeah, so yes, they can. They can place it anywhere on the board outside of 9 inches. But just be aware that if they then move within 9 inches, you lose the unit. It's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, the blip disappears. The unit does not come back.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that makes you as the player kind of think.
Yeah, so you don't
Where's the
want your
safe
blips
blip?
getting caught.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, it looks like they might be ready for us. So we will come back to the players once I figure out which button that is, which is that one there.
Number 1. Perfect.
So I'm really torn here with what I do. I've got no prisoners. I would love just a mortal. Bless you, Jonesy. I would love to just a mortal wound as much as I could of this Deathwing Knight squad, but I'm not guaranteed to do anything.
Also, the Deathwing Knights have a 4-up field net painted mortal wounds
Once per game.
game.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Which I have forgotten about. So
No, you haven't.
no.
I need to kill units with no prisoners, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and bomb this
The
unit here.
two-man,
The
yeah.
two-man
Yeah,
unit,
makes
yeah.
sense. Get the easy kill.
Steve, did you get your extra CP with the active?
No, I didn't. I failed it, actually.
And how many points did you get on primary?
I got 7.
7 on the primary.
Do you know what, actually? I am going to bomb them.
Okay.
I'm going to bomb them.
So I'll pop the 4 up once per game.
Yeah,
mortal
this is the
protection.
Watch in the Dark ability, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll pop it. I'll do that now. So you take 3 mortal wounds, please. Okay.
1 down to 1.
There, how many? Oh, 4 wounds each
Yeah.
because they got the shield now, haven't
Yeah.
they? Okay, cool. So now this unit will move 6. We're going to block off this unit's access, really, for doing anything fancy.
Do you need to be in coherency?
It's 6 models now.
Okay, yes, of course.
It's
yes,
6 models,
yes,
yeah, because of the new rules on coherency. Yeah, so I'm just staying outside of engagement range. And now what I'm going to do is, in the movement, so this unit now is going to basically, I've just done this slightly out of sequence. I need to shoot them first, and then they'll do this maneuver.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, so that was the end of the movement phase. They're now going to shoot, and then they'll end in this position, okay? So I'm going to, one guy's going to spend 1 CP to grenade these 2 guys here.
Yep.
And then the heavy incinerator, all the shots are going on here as well, okay?
Into the two boys, yeah.
Into the two boys, yeah. So the heavy incinerator is 2 shots. 1 at -1.
Do we cover?
You need to be wholly on it, so we're happy because you're on the rubber
Yep.
to say yes you are.
One takes a wound.
1 takes a wound. I got the grenade, that's misses. I got the guy with the sniper rifle, he hits. He doesn't wound. And then I've got the grenade stratagem that I've just used, so 6 dice here.
Done it.
That's 3 mortal wounds, yep.
Just
And now when they've ended that move, they'll pick this unit to do the mortal wounds again.
You get your 4-ups though.
No, that was on the intercessors.
yeah.
This is now going on the terminators. Just 2, please, mate. Might take 1 down if I'm lucky. I do.
Yep.
Kill 1 guy. Okay, so that concludes all of my shooting. I suppose this guy can shoot. He'll put a lance in to that unit. This guy can see here.
A mining laser, Steve.
A mining laser, sorry.
You're not a pointy-eared elf today.
What did I say?
You said a lance.
A mining laser into this unit here. D3 shots. It's
Where do you
1
want it to be, Steve?
blast. Yeah, so 2 shots. 2 hits.
strength, 1 wound.
Like 12, I think.
Damage.
It's going to be D6 plus lots. It's
Cool.
lots.
D6 plus
He'll be
one.
back in a minute.
He'll be back. He'll be right back. This guy into these guys. D3 shots. It's 2. That's 1 hit. That's 1 wound. Yeah. You okay?
Yep.
Love it. So now into the charge phase then. We're going to go with this unit of aberrants with the abominant into hitting them. I don't think I can kill these. So I'm just going to put it all into the first unit into the blade guard.
Yep.
This is with the abominant. That's a 7. I think I'm in. Yeah, easily. I'm within 7.
Yep.
And then the other unit starts there. So whatever that is on the dice as well. 7 as well. So those guys will get in. So they have to go 7 like that. He has to go there. And then he'll go 7 to there. And they'll go there.
Okay.
All right. Happy days. Cool. So that concludes my charge phase. Now we're into the combat phase. We're going to go with the aberrants first of all with the stim injected dude. Because there's 3 aberrants there. And I'm going to pop his familiar, which gives me 1...
There's 1 aberrant from 1 unit and 2 in the other.
That's it. So
Yeah.
abominant and dude,
Yeah.
and then these 2 other coloured
Okay,
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, so what we're going to do is the once per game ability, I always wound on a 2.
Oh, is that their ability, is it?
It's his ability can pop once per game because he's got a little familiar friend. Anti-infantry 2
Oh,
plus.
so is he the 2 or the 1 man?
This is the 2-man team.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, we're getting 3 attacks from the 2 aberrants.
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll ones to my... what's your AP?
2 or 3? It's 2.
2. Yeah, I'm going to re-roll ones to my Inven.
No 6s.
2's miss.
2's miss. Looking for 2s here. That's just 2 saves. AP 2.
Re-roll.
Oh.
1 dice.
3 damage. And then his attacks Biologus. He's already killed the lion. I
Yeah.
mean, what else can he do? 1 attack. He hits. He doesn't wound. Cool. Then, do you want to interrupt?
I can't.
Okay,
I'd
cool.
love to.
Yeah, you got no weird
Yeah.
stratagems of
No, no.
Azrael, no.
No.
He's
no.
not one of those weird. Okay, then I've got the 2 tails. I'll do all those together. That's all right.
Yeah,
With the
that's
other
fine,
unit.
Yeah.
Do those quickly. 1 auto hits. 1 of these would be on a that fails, and then does that wound? Yes, it does. You're okay. Then the other aberrant now, he gets 3 attacks with his hammer, 3 hits, 2s to wound anyway. Because I'm strength 8. You're not toughness 5, are you?
No. So the blade guard is dead.
Yep.
Let's go on to the banner.
Yep.
Let's check how many wounds he's got.
He's got 4 up in one, and I think
4 wounds.
He got 4 up in, has he?
Yeah. So he takes 3. So double
Okay.
check he's got 3 for some weird reason. No, he's down to 1.
Okay, cool. And then the aberrant. Abominant even. The done the extra attack already. So the abominant He apparently doesn't have a tail. He can't do extra attacks. So 3 attacks with sustained hits. So 2 extra hits.
Oh, my lord.
Forgot that would have affected the unit as well. And then he's strength 12, so 2s. Cool. They're at -2.
4 up. So the banner's dead.
D6 damage +1.
Then Azrael.
That's unfortunate, that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just roll those. Yeah, I'll not roll
So
damage.
D6 +3.
Yeah. He's dead.
Oh my lord, how much damage was that, Steve?
Um,
16
That
plus
was
3.
19 damage. Okay. And they'll just consolidate onto the objective.
It's not been a good day for the Dark Angels. They're Primarch
Oh,
and Chapter Master.
yeah.
It's been flattened
Yeah.
by a man with a hammer.
Just
Got to put
resetting the
that
law.
one body on.
Yeah. I'm not even sure actually I can do that because otherwise I'll be getting engagement range and I don't want to do that because I trigger you anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm happy just to have the 4 models and that's me.
I forgot to place that model on the objective.
You could have easily done that.
Yeah,
It
so I get
doesn't
my
worry.
defense stronghold.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. There'd be no reason why you couldn't just toe on that a little
Yeah.
bit. And it's sticky, I can't get enough models on it. So
Oh,
it remains in your control regardless.
Yes, yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Cool, so at the end of my turn, I get no prisoners because I killed 2 units.
You get 4 points for
Well,
that?
actually, I killed 4 units.
Oh, you killed loads of units. You got the 4. Yeah, because you
5.
get 1 for the unit and 1 for each character.
Yeah, so that's 5
killed-
VPs for no prisoners.
Yeah.
And then I get extend battle lines for 5 as well.
And I got my 3 for defense stronghold.
Yeah. Gain a CP each.
I just gained 1 yet because Azrael's dead.
Yes.
He's
So
gonna come back.
that's 3 CP for you, Steve, and 2 for you,
Yeah.
Jack. Yep.
Yeah, mate.
Awesome.
Whew.
Draw my cards.
Yes,
So-
mate.
Jack's command phase.
Engage on all fronts. Secure no man's land. 2 or more objectives in no man's land. So I need to
Yeah.
draw. That's impossible.
Yeah, redraw another.
No prisoners.
I think we've been forgetting we could draw.
Yeah.
You ever needed to.
Potentially could get engaged, maybe.
In cage is much more likely, yeah.
Yeah. He's going to come back whenever he comes back.
So you're going to keep engaged on no fronts and no,
No
prisoners.
prisoners,
So you
yeah.
also need to try and pick up the units. Now, good opportunities to do that. Just the same way that Jack lost a bunch of units in one go. There's a group of characters there protected by one guy.
Do I get?
Potentially easy way
Do
to
no
pick
prisoners
up.
count?
Yeah,
even if you come
exactly.
back?
They're all single units, aren't they? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
very, very good point.
Yeah. Jack, we're just confirming there that even if a unit comes back, it still counts as destroyed for the purpose of the
Had
objective.
the same
Yeah.
conversation on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, definitely. Otherwise, that would be a
That would be very abusive.
I'm
Yeah.
up to them, Lou. Well, are we muted?
Yeah. Well, you are now. Well, we'll be back in 30 seconds, and then we can discuss that turn.
And now for a word from our sponsor, C Studios. They are the experts in providing professional miniature painting services, ensuring your armies always look their best on the battlefield. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or just starting out, C Studios can help bring your miniatures to life. Don't miss out on their quality craftsmanship.
All right, then, mate.
Okay, so interesting turn again. Now that was a pretty punishing amount of damage that Jack took there, but
Yeah.
he's still drawn 2 objectives that he can achieve this turn.
Yeah.
The scores are very tight. You know, we are in the closing turns of the game.
Exactly.
I'm surprised at how close this was.
Yep.
You know, chat still seems to think Dark Angels have quite a substantial edge here.
Yeah. Exactly.
And if I'm honest, I think it's a little bit too close to call right now.
Yeah. No, same. Actually, quick thing while we're on it. Jack, how many points would you score for primary?
He's
7.
7. Yeah.
7. All right, we're just going to update them scores for you. Perfect. So, yeah, it's a very close game. This is the bottom of turn 4
This
now.
is 4, yeah.
So we have this turn for the Dark Angels, and then 1 turn each for the players.
Yeah, and remember that the Genestealer cult went first.
Yeah, exactly. So the Dark Angel, that means the Dark Angels will then score at the end of their turn 5,
That's right.
and
yeah.
obviously the end
So
of
there's
this
a
turn.
potential to push through and take that home objective for the big
Exactly.
6 points, I think.
Yeah.
I forget if
Yeah,
it's 6
yeah.
or 8. Yeah.
Yeah, 6. But to be fair, Jack does have quite a few utility pieces left. He's got speed with his bikes.
Yep.
He does have 2 very tough units of Terminators.
Yeah, I mean, Jack's still probably got, a little over half of his army untouched on the board.
Exactly. And these are very tough units, but they're ready at the table, so we'll go back to them.
Okay. All right. Mics are on. You're
Yeah,
on.
cool.
Tell
So
us what you've done.
the intercessors over here have moved over the back to hide from those bikes over there.
Yeah.
My Black Knights have moved up all to get within 9 of this 2-man here, and then potentially could charge this way. I've left this objective, but it's sticky, which is coming clutch now in this later game when I need to push masses forward. The command squad has moved forward. Fine. Hopefully they can make this charge.
And
into
did you
these
bring
bikes.
a dead guy back to life as well?
Yes, and Dead Guy came back, and then the Deathwing Knights have come through here to charge through there.
Okay.
Shooting phase.
Yep.
Overcharging everything into here.
Yep. So this is into the Abominant and the Aberrant.
Yes,
Then we minus
yeah.
one to wound still because he's still leading a unit.
Yep.
People enjoying the game, by the way. How's the chat
Yeah.
feeling?
That's
yeah?
my oath target.
That's your oath target.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, chat's pretty engaged. As you can imagine, there's a lot of discussion about what people are doing in the meta. It's not all necessarily completely relevant to this
That's
game.
great though.
But
Look, if people are
it's
talking about
vibrant,
Warhammer,
it's
that's
cool.
awesome, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, mostly Warhammer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly Warhammer. Remember now, basically, you do not need to worry about me coming back.
What turn is it?
So I'm only going to come back now in your next turn, and
Yeah.
you went second.
Yes. Yeah.
So you can kill what you want, and
Yeah.
even if I do come back, I might be lucky to get engaged in all fronts if I
Yeah.
drew that card or behind enemy lines. Right, that's all that could
Yeah.
possibly do for me. That's it.
I'm just going to try. I'm not going to push my luck. I cast that's 2 no prisoner kills there, so I'm going
Yes.
to open into there.
Yeah.
Let's go Chaplain. 2 hits.
Okay.
Do that again. 1 wound. 1 wound.
So
AP1.
there are 3 net prisoners because there's 2 characters there.
One's in the other unit.
It's in
Oh,
a
okay,
different
yeah,
unit.
sorry.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
AP.
That was feeling the pain.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is the Black Knights overcharging.
Yep.
Cool. 3 4s because the -1 to wound.
Yep.
Re-rolling. 6s are mortals.
Yeah.
This
minus
oath
one
at the
to
moment
wound, yeah.
against Aberrants has been so helpful.
It really has. Yeah. It's the best way to kill him. Yeah.
So those are all 2 damage, and those are mortals.
I think it's fair to say they're pretty much cream crackered here. So take 2 out from that. Okay, so he's now taken a wound.
So he needs to take 2 dice. Yeah. He's dead.
He's now dead.
This is
and then
all on the
first. This is all on the Abominant now, yeah.
Yeah.
And the mortal wounds as
yeah,
well.
Yeah.
So that's another 2 each for each of those.
Yeah.
So this is all on the Abominant. Can he stay alive? He's got 5 wounds left. He does stand back up on a 2 up. So if you want, we can stick it on the other unit.
Well, he'll still get the points for no prisoners,
I'll pull it into the other unit.
even
Sure.
if you get
Yeah,
back up,
yeah.
surely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'll just need to roll a couple more saves on the other Aberrant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And then, okay, so he's
He's
dead,
dead.
and then this is all on the
Kill.
Biologus, he's dead.
Yeah.
Cool. So you've killed this unit and the Biologus instead because
Yes.
of it, yeah?
Yeah.
Happy with that. Always
Cool.
best to be, we're learning here. I don't want any gotcha moments, so yeah.
So far, that's 4 points for no prisoners.
Yep.
So you can score 1 more point.
Excellent. Well, hopefully get a few more than that.
I'd easily.
Yeah. So just charge phase straight
Yep.
in. Command squad into these bikes.
Yep, they're in.
They're in, and then the Deathwing will go into both.
Yep.
5. They're in.
That's actually quite an interesting thing that's been asked in chat. So, basically been asked how you win the game. So, is it the most victory points or killing your opponent? And the answer is both.
Yeah.
So, in the core rules, there is a rule that says if you
Okay,
table your
okay.
opponent, you win.
So
Whereabouts is that?
In the core rulebook,
On, what do
in
we
the
know what
match
page?
playbook.
I can
Is it?
find the exact page.
Yeah, we'll look it up.
Okay, cool, that'd be good to know. I was always under the assumption you take the parameters of the mission book, which just says whoever scores the most points.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
When-
double check.
When I kill you,
Yep.
and you bring a blip in, when do you set up?
I set up in your reinforcement step.
Okay, cool. So if I moved here,
Yeah.
I can move back before you couldn't steal that with sticky, basically.
Yes.
So I can just drive back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Black Knights go into here.
There are other ways I could get it though. I can go up into the sky
Yeah.
and drop back down
Straight away.
in mine. So I can come back in at the end of this turn for you,
Yeah.
and then I can spend 1 CP to drop within 3 inches of an objective.
Oh, and are we going into turn 5?
Yeah. So I get
Oh,
one more
okay.
turn.
Charge Black Knights. Because I scored at the end of the game.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. You're good
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm worrying about nothing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Combats?
Yeah. Guess not swing.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
I'll just resolve this because I'm fighting first over here.
Yes.
Yeah. See if my Roxor boys can take anyone out. 2, 4, 6, 8. Reroll misses because of the Primus. And then looking for 2s.
3's toughness 5.
Oh, yeah, of course it is, yeah. And you're -1 damage inbuilt,
Yeah.
aren't you? So,
1's down to 1.
yeah, 1's down to 1. And then I got the Nexus dude. 4s. 1 save, -2. You're okay.
Yep.
And the Primus, pretty much the same attacks, then we're done here. Wounding on 4. Oh, there we go. 3 saves, please. Takes a guy down. Cool. And then, yeah, so all these bikes are dead. Yep.
Yep.
So the Terminators activate first, kill these guys, right?
Yeah.
And now, yeah. Thank you.
Cool.
And then because these charge, they can still consolidate and get within 3.
Cool.
And I'm more than happy to pick up all those guys now. If you want to kill me, that is.
Yeah.
Completely optional for you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I do need to put a blip down for them. I'll just put it down over here. And then you kill the characters. They can't come back. The bikes. It's not going to make... I can't get within 6 of an objective. I'll just go there.
And the infantry squad instantly comes back.
Yeah.
So I got my 5 on no prisoners. And I'm going to get rid of engage on all fronts.
I'm just going to, if you don't mind, mate, I'm just going to pop down the corner over there. In case I get an engage or something, it's actually useful. Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of engage.
Okay, so 5 points for
No
no
prisoners.
prisoners.
Yeah.
You get CP as well.
You get the
Yes,
CP
I'm up to
for
3.
anything off that.
Yeah. I'll go up to 4.
Okay, so at the start of my turn, yep.
How many points are you scoring?
Well, I'm holding Jack's objective now.
No, my intercessor's about there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just the 7?
Yeah. Yep. I'm actually going to spend a CP to put this unit in.
Uppy downy?
Yeah, because I can't do much damage with this unit, but maybe I could do a bit more technical plays with them.
Yeah.
And I can pick 2 battle line units or
Yeah.
1 normal unit. So I'm just going to pick this battle line unit.
So when do they come back in?
They're going to come back in. That's at the end of Jack's turn.
Yeah.
They do that. So then they can come back in my turn now because they're in deep strike basically.
So you
I'll
are
use
now
okay.
on...
Is it turn 5 now?
Yes, my
Yes,
turn
it's
5.
now Steve's turn 5.
Cool.
So they're not on the table to get me a CP. They would have failed it anyway. I just get a normal CP back. So up to 3. Cool.
Cards.
Cards, yeah. So I've got...
And just on a battle shock test at the right time.
Oh yeah, so battle shock check on the Abominants. 6, I'm going to pass it.
Cool. You're on the CP.
Yep. Storm hostile objectives basically take 1 off you.
Yep.
I can do that with this little trick here because you hold that one there. Do I need to kill a unit though? You control that. Yeah, cool. So as long as I control that one, that were at the start of your turn, I can get it. Deploy teleport homers. I can do that as well.
Yep.
So I'm not going to draw another card. All right, so on to my turn.
Okay, so we do just want to clarify, obviously, the rule of how to win the
about
game.
tabling your opponent. Yes.
Yeah.
So there is a rule in the rule book that says if you table your opponent, then
You win the game.
Then you win the game.
Yep.
However, that's specifically in the open war mission, which is not what we're
Or
playing.
just war, sorry. Just war.
Something like that. Yeah.
Just war mission play.
We're actually playing using the deck of cards that came in the Leviathan box.
Yep.
So a replacement set of rules.
Yep.
For how you start the game, how
How a mission
have your
set
mission
up,
set up,
and
yeah.
yeah, exactly. And that's the difference. So if you're just playing just war, which is similar to open play,
from the rule book, then
Exactly.
then you table your opponent, you win the game.
exactly. But in this, which is almost
Which
similar
is
to
a
match
kind of
play,
replacement set of rules. yeah.
Exactly. So yeah. And in terms of your question for everyone, what's a good army to start up with again?
Well,
Honestly, it's a new edition.
you could
pick
play
the
almost
army you
anything,
like.
Yeah. I mean, there are some armies I think are
More starter friendly.
There's definitely and some budget options as well.
Yeah.
You know, the Leviathan box is a great way to
Amazing.
start either Tyranids or Space Marines.
And amazing models in there as well.
Yeah, and if you become a member and fill out our fantastical quiz, then you may win one in the prize draw.
Exactly. So become a VT member. Look at the link in the chat, and obviously fill out that quiz, and you could actually win yourself a cheeky Leviathan box.
We're getting good at working into conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the players at the table. We have a dancing Steve, so I assume he's very happy.
Hey!
I cheated earlier.
So we have Cheaty Steve, who is announcing his retirement from. I'm sorry, carry on.
I forgot to roll the dice on the bikes because I just assumed, I've been rolling so well. I actually didn't roll the 4-up, and I rolled a 3, and the bikes aren't coming on next turn.
The bikes are gone. There's no more bikes.
No.
Well, apart from the other unit.
All I've got coming on is the Genestealers and the Acolytes. They're definitely coming on these 2 blips here.
Okay.
Kobe, yes.
For the abominants when you killed them.
The Abominants? No, I didn't roll
No,
for the Abominants.
no.
I rolled 3. They're not coming back in. So all I'm going to do here is deploy Teleport Homer with my bikes. They're in wholly within Jack's deployment zone. So that will get me...
That's the big one, isn't it?
That's the big one. That's 5. Okay. And I've stormed a hostile objective because I deep striked in here. So that foresight, going back up in there, pretty cheeky.
And how many is that? Is that another 5?
That is... Yes, another 5.
And how many did you score for primary?
7.
Just
He's got
7.
7 every time.
Yeah.
So
The only
7.
thing I want to do is charge in to see what my aberrant can do. And that guy, so they've made the charge on a double 6. The guy...
On armor contempt.
Yeah, sure, no worries. So we'll put them in a minute. The normal aberrant, 3 hits,
Yep.
2s to wound, and
AP.
then AP -2.
So 4-ups. On dice.
Yep, and then the Abominant himself, 3 attacks. I'll spend a CP or reroll. That then sustains it. 2s, -2.
4-ups. So 2 more. So I still hold the objective.
Yep,
Cool.
cool. Then that's me done there. That concludes my turn.
I'll hit your back.
Of course.
Power fist. All hit. 4s. -1 to wound. 3 saves.
What a beast.
There's 2 wounds left. That aberrant.
Yeah, so
Yep.
I've got three to do here.
Yep.
So the first one
Takes a wound.
takes a wound, then the second one kills him.
Last
And then
one.
on the Abominant,
Takes a wound.
yeah, so then I got 4 wounds left.
Can't. The other guy hits 5s. 1 arm save. No AP.
Feel no pain.
Yeah.
Failed as well.
Taking 2 damage.
So he's taking 3 damage now. So he's down to 2 wounds, the Abominant.
Cool.
Very nice. Okay, cool. That concludes my turn. There's no point shooting over here. It's not going to do anything. You'll bring back models anyway.
Yeah.
Do you want to do your cards?
Yes. Yeah. Go up to 4. Behind enemy lines. Overwhelming force. Taking objective from you.
Right, easily done.
Yep. Blaze it behind enemy lines.
Yeah, and remember, you score at the end of this turn.
Yes,
So
yeah.
big potential scoring in turn 5.
Yeah.
So we now know what the Genestealer cult.
So I can just
Yeah, we have the
this
final
and get
score
behind
for the
enemy
call.
lines.
Move
Yeah,
5.
so I'll
Yeah.
be interested
And
to
then these
see
come
what
back.
Jack can do here.
Yeah.
He's
So,
going to need a
targets
big
this.
round, I
Yep.
think.
It is possible. I've kind of mathed it out,
Yeah.
and this could be a big score.
We shall see. Yeah, this is the last turn of the game.
Yeah,
Um,
and you got to give us your oath target as well.
yeah, we need an oath moment target.
These.
Neophytes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Fall back with the intercessors.
Yep.
Black Knights come back. These then move
5.
5 to get behind enemy lines.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Those Deathwing Knights doesn't really matter, I don't think.
It's probably worth advancing it just in case this goes terribly wrong.
Oh yes, they could advance into the go 10.
Probably not enough to clear, no,
No.
because they're on your side of the thing, aren't they?
Yeah, so they don't really need to move them.
No.
They don't score any points. I can't get onto that objective. No. That's all fine.
They're going to go on this side of the wall, okay?
Yeah.
That's how you play Genestealer cults, people.
Respect. Respect them models.
On a shoot charge, everything into here. I'm not going to overcharge my guns because you only one wound, so I still get my devastating wounds. So that clears that up.
I'm happy to say that.
Then I charge my Deathwing Command Squad into this Ridge Runner.
So
7.
guys, just to clarify, we are just speeding through the last bit here.
Get them all round. That's
Yeah.
it. Get
It
them
was a
all
pretty
round.
clear outcome on that.
Oh yeah.
On
Then
that
I-
bit.
then I-
There's only
then
a
I
few
blow
things
it, then
now
just
that'll impact scoring.
Get
Yeah.
3. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm over halfway anyway.
Yep.
Oh yeah, cool.
I've got 10 acolytes on here as well, so you won't be able to out-obsec me. I just haven't put them down yet.
Yeah.
So that's actually quite important
So I
What?
can't-
that he can't take that objective off you because of your
Acolytes, yeah.
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 Because I basically got 2, and you couldn't get within 9 of these.
Yeah.
Unless you could have gone 11 here with that advance.
I went 10, yeah, so I can stop that.
Go
blip.
there. So then,
Stop the blip.
basically, yeah, then I'll put the acolytes down. So I've got the 10 acolytes back here rather than the Genestealers, knowing that information.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Yeah.
So the only way you can take it now is if that unit can charge, which it can't because it advance.
Yeah. So it stops the blip,
Yeah.
and then I put the acolytes on there. Yeah.
So do you get to pick what unit comes out? Of
Yeah.
which blip?
It's not like a blip per unit.
Okay.
You
right.
can then dictate, obviously, knowing that information. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. So you get your behind the lines.
Yeah, 4. How many?
You get
4. If 2 or more units from your army.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to get 2.
If 1 unit from your army.
Just 3, I believe.
Yeah, 3. 3
Yeah.
for behind enemy lines. Overwhelming force 5.
Yeah.
Have you not got both terminates? Got do they not score?
Well, you moved 11, didn't you?
Yeah.
You were just on the other side
Mhm.
of the 9.
We looked at it. It didn't.
It doesn't matter.
I
yeah.
don't think
Yeah.
it's like the last guy. Yeah.
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 And how many points for the primary?
7.
7.
10-point primary.
Oh.
I mean, that's been pretty consistent all the way through, hasn't it?
You took me down 1 turn, and then can then not scoring at the end. I think the mistake here,
Yeah.
because we did a little bit out of sequence. I moved my bikes off the objective, and then you took the guys off the board to then drop back in.
Yeah.
So that obviously we're just learning the sequence and the different strats and stuff. But
Yeah.
knowing that, I could have left that and stopped you dropping onto
Within
my
3.
objective.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the
The
bikes. could
only
have
other thing I would have done
Yeah.
is drop them within 3 here.
Oh, you can drop them in 3.
Within 3 inches.
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
that's the thing.
Oh,
So
I
I
didn't
can
realise
spend the
that.
CP to drop within 3.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, fine. I didn't realise it was a 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't change anything.
Okay, so my score.
Well,
Okay.
I'm just figuring this out. I'm
Yeah.
gonna play
Yeah.
something. We'll be back in a minute.
With the release of Warhammer 40,000 10th edition, at Vanguard Tactics we've put together the perfect course for you. If you're already playing 9th edition but you want to seamlessly transition into the new edition, leave behind everything you know about 9th and understand everything you need to know about 10th, then this short course is going to be ideal. We break down all the complexities and give you step-by-step guidance on how to really make the most from 10th edition. We're going to help you understand all the basics of the game and then some top tips along the way to help you really get the most from your army and your playing experience. And if that's something you want to do and get signed up on our short course which you can study in your own time, then do check out the links below and get signed up to our accelerator program. Okay, so the scores are in. I know mine, you know yours.
Yes.
What did you get?
67.
67. 67 for the Dark Angels. Yeah.
What did you get? What did Mr. Box get?
Oh.
71.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
that's
4-point.
Yeah.
These games have been so tight.
So that was actually quite an interesting round of scoring there. So
Yeah.
people watching the score live will probably notice that we decreased the Genestealer cult score at one point. And that's because Steve did such a good job of scoring secondaries that he scored over 40. So you actually would have scored 76 points in total, but you're only allowed to have 40 secondaries.
Okay.
So it
That's
came
cool.
right back to the primary there because, what's that, 4 points in it?
Yeah.
Which, to my mind, from what I can see here, is the one turn that Jack scored 2 instead of
Yeah.
7,
Yes.
which
Which is
is the difference. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe then
And
bring
I
it.
couldn't get my hold more at the end.
Which
Yeah.
is why I was watching quite closely to see if it's going to get on your home objective
Yeah.
at the end for a 6-point swing that would have put it into the Dark Angels win.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're keeping track of your secondaries and you know, okay, I've capped it, I didn't need to do that move because I've already capped out my secondary, so I just keep all my obsec here.
You did that.
See what I mean? I wouldn't
Yeah,
need
yeah.
the 5 points.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's something that you need to look out for with the tactical objectives as well, where you're drawing them each turn.
Yeah.
With your fixed objectives, you know before the game how many you can score in each one. It's
Yeah.
just that extra thing you just got to track because there's a really high scoring potential from some of them.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have, like we said, needed to do that. and then all of a sudden that maybe opens other potential plays up and things, right? So, what a game though. I mean, that was awesome. The lion trying to kill him, a 4-point difference in a game.
Oh, the lion being
Absolute
killed by
dog
pharmacist.
I think that 10th edition games, all the ones we've played so far, have been much, much tighter than a lot of 9th edition games. 9th edition games do seem to be like one way or the other to some extent. We haven't known who's going to win any of these games, have we?
No.
Like even in another game where we thought one army was going to win, they didn't. You know, it's been really
Well,
good in that respect.
all the way through this game, Dark Angels were the favourite.
Yeah.
And it was tight. It was close at the end, but well played both players. So we've got 3 more games still to play though this weekend, don't we?
Yeah.
So Jack, I think you're back next game as well tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
Ooh.
That'll be you versus me. So
On, yeah.
Tau Empire versus
Basketball
Adeptus
Roots.
Custodes.
Nice. You get to use the beautifully painted Siege Studio army
Yeah.
as well. which
Yeah,
is
I do
cool.
like that army. Then tomorrow lunchtime we have Jake
Drakari.
returning to stream. Yeah,
Bane, Admech, and Drakari.
with Mr.
piloted
Ben
by-
Jones.
Yeah.
And then to finish things off, tomorrow evening we've got the Psychic Face-Off, which is Thousand Suns versus Grey Knight, and I believe
Me and Jonesy.
that is that is Ben and Steve or
All
Jonesy.
to come. Guys, thank you so much if you've joined us. If you've recently just subscribed, thank you so much. We appreciate you staying with us all day. We've got more games tomorrow. We really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, like, subscribe. And once again, thank you to all of our sponsors, you at home, and finally Games Workshop. Without you, this whole thing wouldn't have happened. So Games Workshop, thank you. You make this whole thing even happen. And regardless of whether you like or dislike 10th edition rules or your faction or how it shapes out, without Games Workshop, we wouldn't even be here playing this game and even talking about it. So for them, I'm grateful, and we'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.